It's on?
Yeah, it's good like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Motel
They're
6,
like
we'll
that
leave the
every-
light on for you.
Yeah.
King Scott.
I've advanced.
I like seeing
Should
it.
we check in with Scott?
Yeah.
Checking in with Scott. What's going on,
What's
buddy?
going
This
on?
does
You
look
all
like
right?
yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this.
You okay?
Do you smell sewage in there? Because that hallway out there smells like dead, rancid ass.
No.
Whoa,
Did you
really?
go take a whiff? Turn
It
around and
does.
get a whiff of that hallway
right
right
outside
now.
of Scott's room. It smells like raw sewage.
Give
somebody-
us a live update on how nasty that hallway smells.
Somebody flood the toilet?
Something is flooded.
Really?
I went into the other bathroom, just so you guys know. So it was not me.
Sure, buddy.
It's a little old cottage cheese-esque,
Ugh.
but nothing,
Disgusting.
nothing bad.
Oh, there was like a raw sewage stank to it.
Yeah. I felt like I was in the sewer.
Well, no, Lern goes around the corner. She goes, "It smells like turds in here." Just like that.
Yeah. I don't like bad smells, dude. I'm
Nobody
very
likes bad
triggered with that.
smells.
Like, that's my sense that I am most activated by. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I'm saying, Mike, I'm with you. I like to smell good. I like my house to smell good. And if I even catch a hint, I think I hurt Tina's feelings sometimes inadvertently because I don't know why she would take it personal. But if I walk in and I'm like, her house smells like piss or something.
What?
Sometimes we get mildew in our basement because when it rains and it'll like come up from the basement and that wet. I can't stand it. I literally cannot stand it. It
Yeah.
drives me. I'll walk around the house like the cartoon dog smelling a pork chop in his sleep,
Yeah.
trying to find the source and kill it. Dehumidifiers.
Well, okay, so
whatever I got to do.
this leads me to this question, Lern. And I think I would know one of your answers. I immediately think less of you if
You smell?
blank you smell.
Yeah, that's mine.
I immediately think less of you if blank you smell. Okay.
What about you?
Oh, I have a list of things.
Great.
I have a list of things. You have any others? I immediately think less of you if
If you are a bully.
you're a bully. Okay. I would hope that's a universal across the board thing.
Some people think that's a trait of leadership or
Oh, no.
strength.
I see it as a trait of someone that's insecure and is honestly worthy of pity. Typically, like
Well, it depends on how you define bullying.
If you see somebody that's just like their nature is to go straight to bully, don't you have some sadness and pity
Yes.
for them?
Now,
Yeah,
as
so
an
I
adult,
don't think less of them. I feel like, oh my God, dude, I'm so sorry
imagine
about
their
whatever
home
you're going
life.
through, man.
as an adult, I now have pity on people like that. Maybe in my younger years, I had more anger towards people like that. There used to be a guy that was in our kind of like periphery of our friend circle, and whenever somebody else new would kind of come in, this dude Howie would just bully this person.
Yeah.
Would just be a douchebag to assert dominance.
Yeah.
And man, I was like, what a dick this guy is. Like, what a jerk.
Right.
And now looking back at it, 30 odd years later, I'm like, man, this guy had a bad home life, problems, across the board.
Right.
Wound up getting into a bad marriage, getting divorced. And I'm like, man, I probably should have had some pity on this guy. And maybe went, hey, dude, what's wrong?
Yeah, you okay?
You all right?
Yep.
Or is that a chicken egg situation? Was that guy in a bad marriage and a bad life and a bad divorce because he was a miserable person? And that misery followed him around.
Well,
everywhere he
yeah, and I
went?
think it all started with his parents were all messed up.
Sure.
Broken home and,
I can relate to that.
issues like that. And he was a bully to assert his dominance, something he could probably control, push people around, because it wasn't happening at home.
I think that's the easy way out of that, though. I know plenty of people that came from really terrible childhoods and broken homes and things that were awful, and they are some of the most empathetic, fantastic humans.
I love those stories. But there are the other stories of people that are very messed up.
Absolutely, but it's a choice. You choose your adventure.
Sure.
You either go, ooh, I don't want anyone to ever feel that way, and I'm going to be an example of never being that. Or you go, I'm just angry at the world, and I'm a victim, and I'm gonna make everybody miserable with me.
I guess when you're real young and you don't have the power to do that,
Yeah, not
you don't have the
everybody's-
power to make those choices yet.
Everybody's built for that kind of stuff. I still have I feel, that's sadness manifesting as anger, and it's worthy of pity, man. I don't know. I mean,
all right.
Yeah.
Getting out of the serious lane here. I immediately think less of you if you leave your grocery shopping cart out of the cart corral, 100%.
Just leave it in a parking spot?
I immediately think less of you if you don't pick a drive-through lane, but hover between two lanes to see which is opening next.
Really?
These
Yeah.
people exist? Wow.
Yeah, I do it sometimes too. And
I mean, you're supposed, isn't that kind of the rule with that?
No.
Okay.
Like
Like if you're going out Costco, you have the two people checking your receipts. It's
Hey, man, roll the dice.
okay.
Roll the dice.
I'm
tell
going to
you
stand in
one.
the middle.
Live for
Go
once,
the
buddy.
faster
Live
lane.
for once.
I'll tell
Make a
you what-
decision.
I'll tell you one, which is funny because when a bully is abusing somebody, I'm trying to take pity, but when somebody abuses animals, I have kind of no patience. Like I immediately
Again,
think
I'm
less
hoping
of you.
universally you're not. This is not. Holy cow! You're right, Moon. Universally, that should be
Well,
condemned.
yes. Hey, by the way, we just sent out an ego call this morning on our socials, on our Twitter and Facebook about this little puppy Emmett that is being rescued and has burns. And so if you can donate or
Whoa.
share the GoFundMe that we shared, please do. Thanks. Back to you.
From a
Guys,
listener in
here's
Hawaii.
the tone I'm looking for this, okay?
Okay.
I immediately think less of you if you buy pre-shredded cheese at the grocery store, okay?
What? It's
Shredded
convenient.
Because it's gross and I think you're gross for liking it.
And we've
Here's
learned
the
how
thing.
dangerous
because of
it
the
is.
powder coating.
Here's the
I immediately think less of you if you force a tone onto me.
we're talking bullying and animal abuse. So I'm
Yeah.
looking for a different tone here, but that's okay.
It's 6:17 in the morning.
I immediately think less of you if you support world hunger.
I immediately think less of you if you have bench seats in your cab of your truck and you are sitting in the middle to be closer to your beau. I can't deal.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Guys,
so
if
cute.
you
That's
could-
so The Notebook.
I just can't.
That's how I ride with Riz.
I
That's not
can, but I can't at the same time.
Yeah,
like I've done
also-
it, and I'm also like, I feel so bad right now.
Throw in the same side of the booth couples.
But I thought
Well,
you're.
that's me.
Yeah, that's interesting. You're pro same side of the booth, anti bench seat.
There's
Scoot.
something about the presentation of the waitress or waiter bringing the food, and we're both on the same side. I know it's upsetting, but it happens. It's nice. That's
I feel
just
like
the
that's way
presentation.
more of a gratuitous display of look how much we love each other than
It's disgusting.
scooting over in a
I
bench seat.
immediately judge when I see like a woman sitting in the cab of a truck in the middle. I'm like, something is going on in the pants.
Yeah, let's see your hands.
Let's see your hands. There's
Put your
handies
hands-
going galore.
That's why I
Put
give
your
a
hands
thumbs
on
up.
the dashboard.
Let me see them, but all four hands.
I try to drive the exact same speed. Give the guy the thumbs up. The only time I ever wished I had a lift kit.
How often do you see that?
That's getting less and less because of bucket seats, but
Yeah, bench seat. The bench seat
It's
in the front of
obsolete.
the car is not. It's not really a thing anymore.
And I love a bench seat. Don't get me wrong; it's awesome.
When was the last time you were in a car that had a bench seat that was?
Oh, the '90s.
They
my-
don't make those anymore.
No, actually, high school. My
had
buddy
one.
had a vintage car.
Oh, buddy,
He
I'm
got in a
gonna
wreck.
have one. I'm gonna have one. I'm gonna have an old box body with a bench seat front like that, just straight out of Fall Guy.
I had one.
That's the classic car I'm getting first.
I had a truck that had it, and it was awesome.
Yep.
Trucks do.
Yeah, my old truck
Your
did.
old Ford F-150s.
I had like an old. It was an old Mazda, but it would look like a Ford. It looked like an old Ford pickup, and it was bench seat had like the little beaded seat cover on it. Because
Yeah.
God knows what was under there.
Yeah, our old Chevy station wagon had a bench seat.
I didn't mind. Slide on over.
3 up front. Wow, that was a thing.
3 in the front.
3 up front.
Who's riding
Woo,
bitch?
man.
Yeah, we had our first.
Stick shift. You had to
And
be in
your
between
foot,
the person's
Your
legs.
foot is on the side. Your foot is next to a pedal.
And whenever there's a stick shift, it's the most annoying ride
That's
on
what
the
I'm
planet.
talking about. Yeah.
Well, typically if they did that, they would have it on the tree. We had the first fancy car that we had was I think it was an Electra, Buick Electra. Is that right? Huge, long boat, and it had a front bench that was electric and would come back and forth. And we just thought we were the richest folks on earth. It was like a hand-me-down from a grandpa or something. We got this car and we're like, look at us! Couldn't fit it in the garage.
Yeah.
The thing was so stupid, so big.
Wow, those times when 3 up front and the person in the middle would have their left foot next to the
gas.
next to the next to the gas pedal.
It's safe.
I had a 5 on the floor, like, stick. So it was like I had to be in between the middle person's legs or they had to go to the other side.
Yeah.
And it wasn't always a girl. Sometimes it was a dude. I'm getting real nervous when I'm down there throwing it down into 4th.
Would you wink at dudes then as you look out the window and you're shifting?
I'm saying
the third?
I wink at people when they have somebody in the bench seat. I'm alone, driving the same speed. Like, let me get in on this, pal. The old days.
Look how big these friggin' cars
Yeah,
are.
it's a boat.
So cool.
I love them.
I immediately think less of you if I see you driving with your dog on your lap.
I don't.
No.
Depends on the dog, man. Depends on the dog.
No,
Yeah.
all dogs.
I was leaving the
All
parking lot
dogs.
yesterday and somebody had a dog on their lap, and that dog was the cutest little white dog
There's
thing.
no way you're safely driving. There's no way in case you have to take evasive action and turn that steering wheel that's going to go well with a dog in your lap. There's no way. It can't. With a small dog on your lap, think of it. You got your hands on the steering wheel. You got a small dog in your lap and you need to, oh my God, a deer in the road and I need to swerve.
It's better for the driver because they have 2 airbags now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I
it's a deer.
immediately think less of you if I see it. Okay.
Okay.
There, I said it. I immediately think less of you if you don't use your turn signals on the highway.
Well, while we're on cars, my number one, I immediately think less of you is if you can't park.
Yeah.
If you get out of your car and your car is not parked correctly, I don't want to associate. In fact, I don't want to share the highways with you.
You know, staying on the car, I immediately think less of you if I get in your car and it's really dirty. I'm not talking like kind of dirty. I'm talking like you've been living in your car secretly and nobody's known.
Yeah, that's one for me too.
Like there's Taco Bell
Yeah.
bags and lettuce, shredded lettuce everywhere, and it's been there for weeks, and like hair and coffee and
Yeah.
William says, I immediately think less of you if you have a lifted truck. Let me see here.
On the car,
You mean
car
you're
stuff,
jealous.
if I get super pissed when I see somebody throw something out their window. I immediately think you're a piece of garbage.
Oh, yeah.
If I see you throw like a cup or something, like driving down the highway, I'm like, come on, we're
Cigarette butt.
even cig butts. I'm like, cool. If you're going to smoke in your car, which I honestly also think less of you when I see that. If I pull up next to you and you're ripping the dart in your car, I immediately am like, the resale value is trash on that car.
yeah.
Yep.
And-
Man, but the world is
Yours
my
forever.
ashtray.
But if you're ripping the dart, why not leave the butts in the ashtray? Like that's the
What
least
car
offensive
has an
thing.
ashtray now?
They still all have them, right?
I don't know.
You got
No.
cups.
No.
You can get like a plastic cup and keep it.
I'll be
don't
honest.
have
Usually the
ashtrays
people I see
anymore.
smoking, they're not driving a brand new car.
That's a good
They're
point.
driving an 06 Cobalt. And I'm cool with it.
An 06 Cobalt.
They got ashtrays for sure.
I immediately think less of you when you are using the wrong your, there. That's
Okay.
a big common
That's
one
a big,
online.
That's a big common one.
I just think we should know at a
Say,
certain
I mean,
age.
we start getting into that. Like, if you spell ridiculous with an R-E, I'm out. I don't want to. The irony of it is too much for me to bear. Where I'm just like, you can't, because you're probably talking trash if you're like, this person's being ridiculous, and then I'm like, you're
R-A-D?
R-E-D.
Oh,
Ridiculous
Ridiculous.
sounds like a nice thing to say. Here to somebody.
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
If you say especially, get out.
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
got
you
to
what.
see
I got
that.
another one. I immediately think less of you if you have a very strong, I'm a bitch, I'm a hard ass, take it or leave it. Mm-hmm. That's your attitude?
No filter.
No problems.
Brutally honest.
Regrets.
I'm like, no, you're an a-hole. It's not a,
And usually those people, when criticized, are
Cannot
the first
take
ones to
can't take it.
get butthurt.
100%. I just don't. No filter's not. It's not a catch-all for you to just be an a-hole all day long.
Kelly says, I immediately think less of you if you have personalized license plates.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Really?
I think you're rich.
Who hurt you?
Or she also says, if you correct somebody's grammar on a public social media post.
You're
so
the
that's-
person using your and your wrong then. I guarantee that's who she is.
What about what if there was somebody with a license plate using the improper way to say your.
Your mom, and it's YOU' mom.
Yeah.
This is probably close to straddling the line between universal and not, but two things that make me think less of you immediately is
When you commit genocide, I knew it. Yeah.
Here we go.
yeah.
Back to the.
yeah.
Well,
If you use a military coup to overthrow a third world country,
I immediately think less of you.
I immediately think less of you. Hey, maybe it's just me. Maybe I have higher morals than everybody else.
Go ahead.
If you're rude to like any service person,
Yes.
If I see somebody if I see somebody talking bad to not just like bartenders and servers, but like people that do hair, anyone that's like providing a service to you, if you talk down to them, I immediately hate you. And also, I will throw that into if I watch a person, when I see people who can't be happy for other people, like their immediate response if someone shares something fortunate, I can see on their face it takes them 2 seconds to like, they can't just be like, that's awesome. Oh, you got a new car? That's rad, dude. Instead of like you can see them processing like, I didn't get a new car.
Yeah.
Like you can immediately see them
yeah.
turning inward, making it about them, and then putting on the public face of happiness. If I pick up on that, I immediately am like, red flag. Red flag, I think less of you.
Yeah. If you can't be happy for somebody else.
You can't be genuinely happy for something good happening to someone. There are a lot of those people out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Oh,
always easy to spot.
Jill says, I immediately think less of you if you have the stick figure family stickers on your back car window.
Unless it's funny.
Yeah, I do like the funny ones.
You ever seen that sketch where it's like a car wreck? And it's like a cop and an ambulance worker, and the guy walks up and he's like, it's Rob Halford, I think, in it. He goes, well, give me a report. And he just looks at the back window of the car and he just peels one of the stick people off.
Oh. Rob Halford from Judas Priest?
No. Dude, who was the guy in Human Giants?
Human giant.
Oh, Hubel.
Rob Hubel, yeah.
Let me see. I immediately think less of you if you don't say thank you when I hold the door. Yeah, I agree with that one. That gets me fired up. Let's see here. Oh, the Salt Life stickers,
Oh, yeah.
which I still don't know. I don't understand those. Is that you like the ocean?
Yeah. It's
You had a
like
good time on vacation.
Yeah,
is
you
what
wanna-
that sticker
You want to be
means.
on a beach.
I'll add a caveat to the salt. If it's a landlocked state and that the license plate is from, and I see a Salt Life, I'll give you a Salt Life sticker if you're in San Diego, California.
Sure.
But when if I'm in Arkansas and I see northern Arkansas and I see an Arkansas plate with a Salt Life sticker, I'm like,
There's plenty here in Missouri.
I know, I know, I see them. I see them out there. If you're talking,
Yes, St. Louis is enveloped by two bodies of water.
We
The
should have,
Missouri and the Mississippi. Neither are salt.
we should have
Neither
Mud
are
Life.
salty.
Mud Life stickers, and that could be the Missouri aquatic sticker for
Turd Life, Lake of the Ozarks.
Can you guys just say you're upset when people aren't happy for other people?
This is different.
Oh.
Yeah, this is different.
This
Yeah,
is different.
they're not sharing like, guys, I just discovered Salt Life.
It's an attitude. Salt Life. Salt Life is an attitude.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
if
You
they're
wouldn't
playing
understand
Buffett, is it okay? Does it change it?
Let me see here. Mike says if you have a 99.1 Joy FM sticker on your car,
As a radio person, I do judge that. I'm like, oh no, you're going to drive bad.
I say, what's going on in that car?
Yeah. And I'm saying, do you really listen to that station all the time? Enough to don that sticker on the back of your car?
Boy, there's a ton of these Joy FM sticker. I think, let's see. Oh, Garrett says Jeep owners. Oh.
Oh, man.
Well,
Let's not ruin the show.
If you're talking on speakerphone in public, I'm dinging you.
Yeah.
Somebody said it should be Meth Life.
That's the Missouri sticker?
Yeah. Hey, not all of us.
Yeah.
If your coffee cup says Boss Bitch.
I've even started to go as far as to comment, which is making me probably an old man. Like if I'm like in a Home Depot and someone's just yelling into a speakerphone, I'll be like, oh, sorry I interrupted your meeting, man.
Oh, man. Nah, you know what? If somebody does that, I want nothing to do with them.
They don't pick up on it.
I'm not going to comment.
They don't pick up on it because they're completely enveloped in their own world. But it makes me feel better.
Because they think they are the main character.
100%.
And you never know what's going to set them off. Hey, maybe the Salt Life people, by the way, work for MoDOT.
Oh, that's a good point.
That'd be fun.
We're
They
ready.
work for MoDOT.
We're
And they
ready for
actually
snow.
are.
Living that salt life.
They
ready for
are
snow.
living that salt life
That's
because
true.
they are the people that clear the roads for us. Thank you.
Dude, that would be the greatest sticker to have on those MoDOT trucks.
Yes. That's a must.
Somebody pass that rule
Can we vote for that
with the
November?
Department of Transportation.
My buddy who lives in North Carolina says Salt Life stickers are ubiquitous here. Also, the variation of Salt Life, usually accompanied by an image of crossed AR-15s.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on there.
That's North Carolina.
Yeah. I'll throw the Punisher sticker in while we're doing
What
it.
about a Transformer sticker? I see a lot of those.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
everybody's got their thing.
Everybody they co-opted a cool thing, though.
Profanity on shirts.
Yeah, I don't know why that bothers me so much. I feel like such an old guy
Bothers
every
me.
time I see that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. And again, when I see it, I even notice myself noticing. You know what I mean? I go, why does that bother me? Why does that bother me? Huh? And then I think about it for a few minutes.
You know why? It bothers me too. You know why? Think about the children.
Well, yeah, it's because
Now, hold on.
It's like cursing in public. It's like at a restaurant, like, yo, could I have the effing toast, please? yeah. Oh yes, and Dr. Pepper. F yeah, thank you. You know what I mean? That's cursing on a T-shirt. I don't get
Go
it.
ahead. Give me a argument for curses on T-shirts. Go.
Yeah,
I was just thinking that Moon should never go to
Moon
dinner
and
with
Riz
Tina.
on the Moon and Riz on the one side. Rafe, go ahead. Give me the
I should
pros.
never go where?
To dinner with Tina. That's
Why?
something that I talk to her about all the time. She's a very
cursing.
She's very loose with the F word in public places. And I'm constantly like, "Hey, man,
Yeah, I have a buddy.
really?
I have a buddy
gotta
that's
chill.
like that.
Like,
I've been out
there's
with Tina.
kids over there."
She's fine. She does fine in public.
I have a buddy that is an excessive F word user everywhere.
Really?
Everywhere, and he's loud, and he's a loud New York guy.
Yeah.
And there are places that's not acceptable. Most places.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, man, I'm in rock and roll. Like, I mean, there's filthy mouths everywhere, and I'm probably one of them. But there's like a time and a place. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with the cursing. I have no issues with that. It's just on a T-shirt.
On a T-shirt
if
for
you're
some
getting
reason.
gas or you're having breakfast, it's kind of strange.
Point I was going to make was Riz made both of us take our phone out days ago because somebody snuck onto Fox 2 News with a wiener shirt.
Okay.
And you loved it.
I
You loved it. You were like, oh, this guy's epic. This guy's a rock star. Look at him. He snuck on Fox 2.
This guy was on Fox 2, and I have the.
Sneaking something though, totally different game than a blatant
Well, yeah.
giant F word on the back of a T-shirt.
Drawing a penis on a car window is hilarious, but having a realistic life-size version of a penis sticker on their back windshield could be offensive.
I
Okay,
removed
the-
that sticker from my car.
I
I'm
know.
The guy
sorry.
had a shirt on Fox 2. I guess there was some kind of wiener dog, like wiener dog charity organization they were talking
right.
about.
He didn't
This-
sneak it
this.
on there.
Rub my wiener for good luck. That's what his shirt says.
And there's a cute dog.
And you loved it.
And, it's got a dachshund on it, and they're a part of that whole
Organization.
Yeah.
But the fact that he wore a shirt on Channel 2 that said, rub my wiener for good luck.
Right.
Bravo, my friend.
What a leader.
That gets a pass. He gets a pass for that.
Thing. Well, again, because there's a difference between cutesy, funny, and just blatantly loud. And the big giant F word on the back of a shirt is like trying to be cool, not funny or sneaky.
Makes me feel like I'm going to a music festival in Toledo, Ohio when I see a shirt like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cat's out of the bag, though. I mean, we got political stickers that have the F word all over it. People are having the flags with the F word. I mean, I think that's if you are offended by the F word in public on anything, the genie's out of the bottle. Like, I see the F word everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not offended. I just think it's like
It's Hooshe.
it's classless. Yeah. It's Hooshe.
It's
very
Hooshe.
It's Hoosier. Come on.
Yeah.
Faux show.
That person probably owns a snake.
Hey, you leave snake owners
No.
out of this, man. Some of the nicest people
No.
I know.
I immediately think less of you if you own a snake. Okay?
No, they own a crocodile, right? We said the alligator was the most Hoosierific pet.
I'm not a. You don't have to go as far as curse words for me to think less of you. Just any kind of graphic tee that evokes your personality that you think is like your billboard. Like, sarcasm is my second language. I'm just like, cool, man.
Somebody said
I don't want to speak to you in my first language then.
Somebody said Jesus fish.
An ichthus?
Yeah, that doesn't bother me, but a coexist sticker does.
Why?
Because those are usually the meanest people on the road. They're the people first to flip you off.
Oh, my.
You think so?
Yes.
In their Prius?
Yes.
No.
Yes, with their coexist sticker on the back.
They're just covering up a salt life they had 3 years ago.
Man, they're just, I mean, these are just coming in fast and furious on the instant feedback. How about the dudes with the nut sack hanging from the back of the truck?
No, I love it. Truck nuts?
Truck nuts?
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious.
I don't see a lot of those. I don't see a lot of those anymore.
Well, when you do, it used to be like they were like brass ones or whatever.
Well, yeah.
Now they make like realistic looking ones.
There's all different types of ones.
Dude, I saw one where the nuts were hanging off this truck. This truck was so high, it was eye level with me, and I'm in a freaking Durango.
Like, I'm getting teabagged by this truck in front of me.
Dude,
What
I was
is
like, are you
happening?
kidding me, man?
I'm a fan. I'm a fan, especially when it's ironic, like if there's a chick driving a truck and she's got the truck nuts. I think that's hilarious.
I love truck nuts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I would love to have a truck just to have truck nuts.
Not offended. Because they're so rare.
Well, and the more grimy and realistic they are, the more I laugh. Because Moon's right, like they have gotten really realistic. Like you can see like the little hair follicle and like the wrinkly nut sack. It's great. Pro nut sack on trucks.
How close
right
are you tailgating people if you're seeing the hair?
I actually,
on the,
I
if you're
want to
seeing
get
hair
up
on-
close.
They
I'm
are.
at a stoplight.
The truck nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
They are
you
very.
guys know my feelings.
Yeah.
Like it's always a dude with truck nuts on a giant lifted truck that he calls Charlene that claims he can't understand gender fluidity.
Right.
And that'll always make me laugh.
I figure in Southern Illinois, you get truck nuts when you get your license.
You do.
Like, they're issued by the DMV.
Yes.
They are. They come with your license plate. They don't put a sticker on Southern Illinois plates. They just put truck nuts on there. That's how the color of your truck nuts lets the cop know if your tags are up to date. He's got green truck nuts. That's a 2023. He's good.
All right. How about this? I think less of you if you have last season's decorations out in your yard.
Christmas lights up year round.
Christmas lights up year round.
I kind of respect it though.
Last
Hey.
season, what do you mean? Like if you're one of those that gets a new inflatable every year, and you're like, oh,
You still got your Christmas stuff out.
okay. I thought you meant like somehow it's fashionable each year to have a different, Frosty's in 2024, and reindeer are so
No,
2023.
if you're still rocking the 2023 decorations in 2024, just waiting for it to roll around again. And hey, good for you if you still got your Halloween decorations up because
Now's the time.
you're about to be considered early. Mm-hmm. If you've already got your 12-foot skeleton out in the yard, you just know your neighbors are judging you.
I almost bought one the other day. They're $300 though. I was like, ooh.
What's 300?
These
The
big
12-foot skeletons.
Yeah, you go to Home Depot or Lowe's and they're there. And
They're pretty
300
awesome,
bucks?
dude.
they're so awesome. And I have the perfect spot for them in my front yard. And I would probably leave it up for a long time.
Well, I see people put a Santa hat on it.
Yeah, that's cute.
Like you put a Santa hat on it.
That's what we do at Punk Rock Christmas.
And maybe that's where I saw it. I've seen it out in public too.
Oh yeah.
The Santa hat on it for Punk Rock Christmas looks great.
If I'm putting a 12-foot skeleton in my yard, it's staying there for a couple months. I'm gonna get two, 3 holidays out of this.
But so it's late September. It's 9/25.
I thought it was 6 something.
Is late September too early to put your Halloween decorations up?
Mine are up. So I'm saying no. Go off, Queen. And all my neighbors have their stuff out. We are a Halloween community.
What does America say?
They say, yeah, you know what? It's too
What
early.
does America say?
Last
They say
time I
it's not
checked,
too-
it's my watch still said America.
What does America say
Freedom.
about the Halloween decorations?
They love it. They're saying early. And you want to know what else? put the damn Christmas decor out away, because we have not even gotten through Halloween yet, and already the Christmas stuff is in the stores.
Well, in the stores, yes, but out on display. The question posed to 5,000 Americans: is late September too early to put your Halloween decorations up?
America says no.
Yeah, America says, freedom, baby. You're free to do what you wish.
Except for this.
Oh, what?
America
man.
says
No. I'm not giving you the answer.
Oh. Just your answer.
My answer is yes.
Wow, man. Curmudgeon.
Why do you not love joy?
No fun.
I love Joy,
Anti-fun.
especially Joy FM. Welcome. Rafe, what did America say?
America probably said too early.
What does Rafe say?
Rafe says, put them up.
Okay. Scott, what does America say?
I think
I'm going to
after
say
Labor
America
Day, you're
says
good.
it's all right. You can put it up now.
What does Scott say?
I think it's all right because I'm also the kind that wants to put Christmas decorations up on November 1st.
Well, America says it's too damn early.
What is
In
America
fact,
know?
2/3 of Americans think, hey, wait till October 1st.
Huh.
Okay? Weirdos. And that's what Scott Rizzuto thinks as well.
I give my husband's birthday is September 7th, and I will wait because he's not as much of a Halloween fan as I am. I wait until his birthday is completely done, maybe even a week after, and then it's free range. It's like, let's get it all out.
Maybe it's because I don't live with somebody who's as enthusiastic about decorating their house.
My wife loves it, and she slowly but surely ramps it up every single year, all holidays. And she has fall stuff, like the Thanksgiving stuff and the leaves and the different things like that. But she has Halloween specific as well. And this year she put both up at the same time, and this was a couple weeks ago. So we're Halloweened up already,
Well,
except for outside.
we'll put the
outside,
house-
she only has the fall-y stuff right now.
We'll put the house into fall mode when we change the wreath out front.
You
That's
still have Christmas wreath up?
No, we have a different wreath for the front door for every
right.
different season.
So do we.
Well, fall was the 22nd.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I think between Labor Day and the technical first day of fall.
Michael says Halloween season starts July 5th.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, man.
Early.
I get it.
I think Labor Day is a good cutoff. It's like the end of summer. It's when kids go back to school.
Yeah, and this is like a heck of a span too. Like, what else do you have to look forward to after Labor Day? We got
October
nothing.
1st. Wait.
We got nothing
What's the
until
diff?
Halloween.
Sep 30 to October 1st. Come on.
October 1st is Tuesday.
Yeah, but why? You got to have like a good month. If you're going to go all out, it's a lot of work to go out in your yard and put all that spooky stuff up and
I agree.
create the atmosphere. Like, you don't want to just do that for 2 weeks.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah.
I actually,
back with the survey. So here's what America says. 39% said between the 1st and the 15th, the earliest. 15% who said the 16th to the 30th. 3% said not until the 31st, so on Halloween. And 4% wish people would never put decorations up.
Well, those people are
dude,
lame.
this is the greatest conversation ever because I just wrote a song. We're recording it in a week or two, and it's coming out next month sometime. And it's about how I hated holidays and decorating and all this kind of stuff, and how I flipped. And I think you guys will love it. And it's exactly this conversation.
Is it for punk rock Christmas?
Yeah, it's for Punk Rock Christmas.
Fun.
And you guys will enjoy it. And it's exactly describing everything that we're going through right here. Because I used to hate all this stuff.
Okay, Mike on Instant Feedback's being a dick saying we all don't have Riz money to have somebody put up the decorations. I just have somebody put the lights up, okay?
Yeah, that's more
'Cause
than what
not-
I'm doing.
I'm not getting a ladder out.
I'm throwing my husband up there and saying, help. Put up these lights, Clark.
And it's not that expensive. Cheapskate.
Here's my argument on Halloween, and I think I can sway you with. Every other holiday, you get a back-end buffer, right? Christmas, just have your tree and all your lights down by early Jan, right? Halloween, people want it to be over the day after Halloween. Like November 1st, it's Thanksgiving time, it's fall, pumpkins and leaves, no spooky. You got to have your spooky stuff down. So you get no back end runway. So you got to put it on the front end.
That's a great point.
If you're going to have you want to have a month's worth of decorations.
Yeah,
at
if you
least,
see
right?
if you see the ghost hanging from the tree.
Yeah, in November, you're like, get your life
November.
together.
Yeah, November 2nd. Like,
Right.
look at this guy. Look at this Hoosier.
You're immediately
Look at this Hoosier. Still got his Halloween decorations up.
exactly.
You know what, Rafe?
So I think you got to tack a week on the front end. That gets us into September.
Still gets me to October 1st, though.
Well, I'm going to say September 22nd or 23rd is acceptable. That's the first day of fall. You got it. Come on. You got to come my way a little on this negotiation.
Nigosh.
Plus, it's one of the heaviest.
I got you on the front end.
She didn't change anything about the day.
Dude, it's the second heaviest.
but I
He
hear
decoration
literally
day.
gave nothing.
I hear you, brother.
Oh, that's
It's
This is one of those situations.
it's the second heaviest decoration day too. You want to get at least 5 weeks on it.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a waste. What are we doing here?
Right.
The second, yeah, okay. So Christmas being the first,
Yeah, and then the next splattered
Halloween.
holiday is
and
Halloween.
Arbor Day, obviously.
Sure. And those are out year round. Those damn trees.
Yeah.
I never took down the Arbor Day decoration.
All right. So on the other end of this survey, 75% of people think they should come down by the end of November at the latest.
Halloween stuff.
Yeah, that's what these people are saying.
You're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving with a skeleton in your?
No way.
In your
It's got to come down way
pumpkins,
earlier.
yeah.
I think it's got to come down way early.
They're probably counting pumpkins and
Yeah,
hay
pumpkins
bales
and
and
leaves and
whatnot.
stuff.
That's not Halloween. That's fall.
Yeah, those are fall. Those are fall decorations.
I'm talking skeletons and
Witches.
tombstones in your yard. And,
Frankensteins.
yeah. That's got to come down immediately, or people think you're slacking.
I don't know. I like the Halloween decorations, and these have been more recent than I've seen. And you can buy these at your Spirit Halloween store, your Johnny Brock's, whatever. The ones where you put the hands on the lawn, it looks like they're coming up from the grave.
Yeah.
Love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are
Sweet.
cute.
Seems,
those.
seems easy too. Just boop.
Yeah, love those.
Looking for the easiest stuff.
We made a mistake of doing the cobwebs one year, which they say are bad, are bad.
Yeah.
Like they're bad for your bushes or whatever.
And the birds.
Or whatever. It rained. It rained at Halloween, and what a nightmare.
This is cotton candy.
I
dumb.
think some of that stuff is still in the
man.
bushes.
I think I told this last year about Halloween, but my friend of mine is a comedian named Chinook. So Indian's family moved here. He's first generation. They moved here in 2001. So they don't celebrate Halloween in India. So they had no concept of Halloween. And 9/11 happened. And then Halloween happened right after. And his dad was like, man, America is morbid. He thought everybody put like all the skeletons and tombstones and stuff out in their yard.
Oh, for 9/11?
Because 9/11 happened, and he's like, man, America is pissed. They're definitely going to kill Afghanistan. Like, this is crazy. And he's like, because they had no, which
they didn't know.
as an American, you don't think about that, but like, it is kind of an American holiday.
No context. Yeah. Well,
Without context, and you just moved here, and then all of a sudden, something crazy happens, and everyone's putting like tombstones and people hanging from trees out in their yard. He's like, oh, man.
Whoa, man, they're pissed.
Didn't we
Yeah, they
kinda-
are pissed off.
Didn't we kind of jack most of the traditions and that kind of stuff from Day of the Dead?
Yeah, the Latins.
I thought it was a pagan thing.
Well, you talking about Hallows Eve and all that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying some of the like the decor and the look
Sure.
and the feel of it kind of came from Mexico, from Dia del Muerto or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll say it was really cool when we were in Japan and we got to have Halloween. And I forgot what town it was, but we were at the Rock Bar.
Oh, Osaka?
Yeah.
What did we do? I don't remember. Did they do
It was just
Halloween
they had
over there?
they decorated the whole. That was the only place you could find
Oh,
really in
that's right.
Japan that had all the Halloween stuff. But it was really fun.
They don't have it going on, but then you walk into a bar that they have American bands in all
Right.
the
Yeah.
time, and they're like, "Look what
are-
we did for you."
We have Halloween for you. We
I
have
forgot
Halloween
about
for
that.
you.
I love
It was
that.
awesome. It was a special night.
There is, by the way, if you go to the website yandy.com, hot new costume, guys.
Ooh.
It's the sexy Ozempic costume.
Looking it up.
So yandy.com is selling a costume called So Snatched for
Oh, it is cute.
$39.95.
You look like a little vial.
Yeah, you look like an Ozempic shot. The description says, everyone's doing it. Jump on that semaglutide bandwagon in this two-piece set with a tank-style dress and pillbox hat. It's printed to resemble a well-known weight loss drug injector. The costume is geared towards women, and there are 3 sizes available. Unfortunately, it's unclear if they plan to offer a men's sexy Ozempic costume, but it's out there. If you
So
want
it's
to buy one.
unclear?
It's called So Snatched. I'm not sure what that name's all about,
Like
Yeah,
your
it's
waist
weird where
is
it's placed.
snatched. You know, you're fit.
but it's S-O-O-O. So Snatched.
Never heard that before.
I didn't either. But that's your sexy Ozempic costume. That's out there on yandy.com.
I hope a man does buy the So Snatched Ozempic costume and joins us on the 26th when we have our Halloween party, even though that's not really a shipwreck
Yeah,
thing.
that's not really.
Maybe you could be the supply chain of Ozempic coming to the U.S.
Maybe a crate of Ozempic washed up on shore.
Love it.
And you go, great,
It's the needles that are in the ocean now from the pollution.
great, weight loss drug.
I will no longer crave these coconuts.
Great, a weight loss drug on my deserted island.
Yeah.
I think the island is my weight loss drug.
Yeah, that's what Tom Hanks wanted on Castaway. Ozempic. Today is National Food Service Workers Day, so we recognize those of us in the service or who have served.
Thank you.
We thank you for your service. More than 13 million Americans worked in this industry in 2023. I am a former McDonald's employee, and I believe it should be mandatory for everyone to work in the food service industry. Mandatory. Mandatory service.
Instead of military, we go working at.
Yep.
Okay.
I refused. I had a couple dozen jobs as a young person, and I always dodged the food stuff very intentionally. I refused. For some reason,
You missed out.
Okay. For some reason, I felt like I didn't want anything ruined for me. I knew a couple people that were like, "Oh man, if you went into a so and so,
You may laugh
you'd
it
never
off.
go back."
You may have just gone, but no. You missed out on a crucial part of learning about society.
Yeah, maybe that's why I was.
Serving people and all sorts of people.
Well, I served people in different ways with all the other jobs.
Yeah,
that I
you
was doing.
never served hungry people.
You're right. I never served.
And that is a real, in your life, I think, a missing piece of maybe who you could have been.
You're right. I'm
You
an
never
incomplete person.
served hangry people. You never were on the front line.
Maybe that's why I'm so positive.
The front line, our front line workers. Those who serve pissed off, hungry people.
Impatient people.
Pissed off, hungry, impatient, mean, rude, unhinged. I don't know, every other adjective to describe a crazy person.
Right.
Because you never know who's going to. Yeah, sure, I work in retail. Okay. I work at a Gap. I worked at Hot Topic. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's retail. But those people don't come in hungry and pissed. They come in because they want to buy a studded belt at Hot Topic.
Can I interest you in a Marilyn Manson T-shirt?
Yeah. Okay. They're at the mall. They're walking
Perhaps
around.
some-
Usually they're happy.
Excuse me, sir. Can I interest you in these goth suspenders?
Yes.
Right. I'm in the market for a studded belt where I'm going to Hot Topic.
Those pants
But-
don't have enough zippers.
If I need a cheeseburger, I need it right now. And I'm pissed off, and my blood sugar's at low. And it's you and me. And I need to take this out on somebody. I'm here for you, brother or sister. What do you want? Should I supersize that for you?
Yes, always.
I wore the purple uniform.
I didn't get enough condiments.
I wore the purple uniform with black pants.
Do you still have it? Does Roseanne have it in a
God,
box
no.
somewhere?
I don't think so.
You know
don't
what? For
put it on?
Christmas last year, I was looking for one on Etsy for you to get you like a throwback vintage.
Like the years I worked at McDonald's, so this was 95. Can you pull up the McDonald's 1995 uniform?
Oh yeah, it's a polo shirt, right? Little Mickey.
It was a dark purple with black slacks.
Let's see.
Dark purple, black.
Okay, so some of the country was doing this gray and gray thing.
I remember that.
No, we were.
Look up 90s.
Yeah, you went like full purple.
It was full, like grimace purple.
And
when they had
teal,
the
right?
pizza.
This was when they were purple and teal colors.
No, this was just a purple shirt with the McDonald's logo on it. And man, it was weird material too. Kind of made you itchy.
Man, it's too bad you didn't have the bolo tie era. Oh, look at that! Oh, so you just missed the Colonel Sanders looking bow tie thing with the stripes, you know, and it was like that weird.
No.
Oh, that
Last
would
time's
look
at
good.
Ridgemont High.
Yeah,
That's
like
what that
a
reminds
dead
me of.
red color.
Looks like you work at Shoney's.
Why did they skip the '90s in this thing?
Oh yeah,
Because even
like all the
McDonald's,
McDonald's uniforms.
even McDonald's was trying to scrub the purple era.
The purple era was the best era.
It was the most fun, for sure.
That was the most fun. I did enjoy my, I think I worked there a year and a half. I honestly had a good time.
Yeah.
And it did teach me a lot. It taught me how to deal with the public. And all sorts of people walk through those doors.
Mm-hmm.
From the old people who just get coffee and sit there all morning to, drunk, disorderly people if you work the night shift. And this was a 24-hour McDonald's, so every once in a while I would do an overnight shift.
When's the last time you've eaten at McDonald's?
It's been a long time.
We should go today.
For me, it may be up to 10 years.
Oh, you
10
guys,
years.
please.
Probably.
It's been within a year.
I don't think I've had it since we've been doing the show.
Really?
I blew through those Filet-O-Fish gift cards you guys got me for Christmas pretty fast.
I got nothing against McDonald's.
Dude, look at this, man. That purple uniform is so, rare that even the internet can't find it. I mean, look at this. I put
You
in
can.
McDonald's purple uniforms.
I found one last year on eBay because it was almost your Christmas
It was
gift.
Right.
a collar. It was a
but it
collared
was
shirt.
expensive.
I'm just saying, the Googles, it is so
That's what I'm
not
saying.
around.
On eBay, the purple shirt he wore was on eBay, and it
That's
was like
crazy.
$150.
That's crazy. You cannot find those. Maybe it was like 1 year. Maybe that was just the year I worked there. Like that was the uniform because it was black pants.
What year?
95?
Oh, you can get a McDonald's apron for kids and they could be a McDonald's worker for Halloween. Adorable.
It was just this T-shirt, right? Or this polo.
And it was a
Yeah.
polo. Yeah.
It was a polo.
Yeah,
What
here it
about
is. Here it is right here for $16. But I'm telling you, man, unless you look for it on eBay,
No,
it's
that's not.
Do you want this
That's
Michael?
not even it. That's not purple enough.
Michael McDonald's shirt with double Michael McDonald head? Because that looks pretty sweet.
It's 30 years old, man.
I want that.
Do
Michael
you want me to order this for you?
McDonald's. Michael McDonald's. Yeah, I think I'm the better for it.
I'm loving it. Dude, how much money he'd make if he opened Michael McDonald's? It just had a third arch.
And it's just his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Can I get an order of Yamo fries?
Now, mind you, when I worked at McDonald's, I didn't want to make a career out of it. I knew it was just a part-time job. I was making $4.25, $4.25.
You don't have to brag about how much.
I know. Well, now I was looking at a list of the 12 best fast food chains to work at, and just like how much some of these places are paying their employees. Like Five Guys paid its restaurant workers a standard basic salary of $12.85 per hour, but they were getting bonuses.
Well, yeah.
Five Guys?
Five Guys doing everything. It's a lot to put
The
on
average
only
Five Guys
people.
employee may take home as much as $4,000 each year in extra payments.
That's great. My son was he had applied to a very popular fast food chain, trying to get a gig, and they called him twice, and he was calling back, and they're like, "Man, you're a go-getter, assertive young man, and we'd love to have you. Can you text us tomorrow and remind us to set up an interview?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he did a couple times. They never said
Never?
anything up.
Yeah, no?
It didn't work out.
He might have.
But now it worked out great for him. He's got a super sweet job.
Apparently, Panda Express is a good place to work. Starbucks, Chipotle, they do December bonuses for employees with the company for a year or more.
Starbucks, interesting, because those workers striked. They changed some things up?
A lot of them are unionized now, so they're
Okay.
I knew somebody that left like a career, and she started working at Starbucks for a little bit and freaking loved it.
Yeah, so Chipotle, December bonuses. You're also, like, if you're there enough time, you're able to buy Chipotle stock at a lower cost.
Interesting.
Shake Shack's a good place to work. Raising Cane's, starting pay, $13 to $16.
What's up?
You know who's got great pay? Is Buc-ee's.
Really?
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
if you go through there, they got it advertised on the pumps. It's like assistant manager, $150K.
What?
Well, maybe it's not that number.
No,
but
it is.
It
It's-
looked like that number.
'Cause I think the store manager was like 240 or something like that.
Yeah, bro, it is a big deal. And they,
Crazy.
For managing a Buc-ee's?
Yeah, and they like take care of those folks.
Well,
Those places like that, if you're the manager, Quick Trip pays really well.
yeah,
Yeah,
but if
Quick
you're,
Trip.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're a GM or a manager.
No, I knew somebody that worked their way up in Quick Trip, and even like on the lower rungs loved it. I forget if it was like the benefits or something. Like they offer something.
$1 off their pizza.
My friend's wife managed a Target, and it was interesting because she made a very good living, but like the rules were really wild. Like she couldn't be more than 20 miles from the store, even on her days off.
At all time? Without, like,
She had to be available.
She was not allowed to be seen in a
Like she
venture
could go
parking
take
lot.
vacations and go, but they had to be like scheduled
and cleared?
and cleared.
Oh.
So like even if it was her, say she got Wednesdays and Mondays off. On those Wednesdays and Mondays, she still had to be within a certain mile range,
Just in case.
in case she was needed at the
Oh.
store.
Is
So
it
like there was a
Target
lot of
emergency?
stuff that came with it.
Well, and how much she make?
I don't know exactly how much she made, but it was a lot.
Well, I know you hate
a lot.
Taco Bell, but
I do hate Taco Bell.
they say Taco Bell workers get a certain level of autonomy over their time on the clock, which readily flexible schedules.
Yeah, they get to smoke at the dumpster and tell you they're out of everything.
Fridays, they could choose to work half a shift. That's in addition to up to 4 weeks of vacation, sick leave, 10 paid holidays. And if employees want to volunteer with a charitable endeavor, Taco Bell will pay full salary for up to 2 days of work missed. Healthcare packages, medical, dental, vision, 401k with a 6% match.
Wow,
That's a Taco Bell.
6% match.
Yeah. White Castle in both 2022 and 23. White Castle appeared on Fortune magazine's list of best workplaces in retail, ranking 18th and 19th in successive years. The only fast food company to make either list. 81% of White Castle employees called the burger factories a great place to work. Much higher than the 57% average employer score. Panera, apparently a great place to work. Opening restaurant level hourly wage of $15.50 to $18 an hour. One of the best paying chains in all of fast food.
That's cool.
More than 11,000 Panera folks gave the employer a 5 or 4-star rating on a 5-star scale. Getting especially high marks are factors like company culture and commitment to work-life balance. Chick-fil-A's got a very generous 401k program. $13.55 an hour for restaurant workers when you start. So, yeah, I guess a lot of these places are more than 4.25 now.
Okay. Good to know.
And I always thought the experience, again, I always thought the experience of working at one of these places really helped you see who the public really is. And yeah, I mean,
Sets you up for a lifetime of
sets you up
dealing
for-
with people.
Yeah, the good and the bad.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of free food when you're a kid too. That's a perk when you're
Oh, yeah.
when that food's not affecting your body the way it does when you become an elder.
I think I had food poisoning recently, and you remember what I'm talking about. You know the one. And
he's looking at me. You know.
and you know the
You
one.
know
I
the
haven't
one.
had it since that year,
Yeah, yeah.
1993. I
Yeah,
believe.
we all know.
And yeah, and
Never
I
forget.
And I just thought to myself, man, like I don't want to see. I need the curtain. The curtain needs to be there for me.
It's like when I saw how hot dogs were made.
Right, I can't see that.
Never
and
again.
Never
therefore,
again.
I will avoid the food service industry just because I have to pretend that everything's fine back there.
When my buddy showed me that video of how hot dogs are made,
You were never the same.
no, I wasn't the same person. Although at McDonald's, during your break, like, yeah, get whatever you want. Get whatever you want to eat. And I would make all these burger combinations.
Oh, an inventor.
It's pretty rad.
That's sweet. I mean, that is the perk. Rafe's right. Like making your own lunch or, I mean, working at Bellacino's and getting to make my own level of their garlic cheese bread. I go there still and have memory flashbacks, and they never pile on the cheese like I did when I worked there, you know?
My brother worked at Dairy Queen, and he would come home with 5 patties, flamethrower burger. Those things look like.
Yeah.
I mean, he would come home, and this burger would be like almost like 7, 8 inches thick. And he'd have 2 of them in a bag.
Or you'd be the hero if you would bring home food to your buddies.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of that, too.
Oh, yeah. I was like, hey, Riz is on his way, off a shift to McDonald's. He's got a sack of cheeseburgers.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
My wife worked at a very large caterer in the area, and it ruined wedding food for us. That's for sure, man.
Oh, no.
She's like, yeah, I can't do this, because that's all she ate.
Yeah.
Because at the end of those, that food goes to waste. Usually the employees,
take some of it home.
Right, and she's like, you know how much mustacholi I had in this?
I know. And you know what? At those wedding hall places, all the food tastes the same. It really does.
It's undersalted all the time.
It all tastes the same.
Dude, my family's working at Boucher, and when I first dropped off my daughter on her first day, I said, hey, man, listen, just don't get high on your own supply, which, first of all, she didn't know what that meant, which
Right.
I was relieved to hear. And
Let's get you to the nursing home, Grandpa.
Yeah.
She's like, what?
And she goes, what is that supposed to mean? And I said, just because you get, this sweet discount on the greatest cakes out there doesn't mean you need to be eating it every day. And she's like, yeah, I know. And, buddy, every time she comes home, every day she comes home with something, and I'm like, hey, can I have some of that? And she goes, what happened to don't get high on your own supply, Dad?
Yeah, but you're bringing it into this house.
I was like, I know, I can't stop.
Bringing it into this house. All right, well, happy National Food Service
Thank you.
Workers Day, guys.
Thank you.
Treat your food service workers well. Always, not just today.
Oh,
Scott.
sorry.
Scott's got a tendency to, berate people, talk down to them. All right, now this. All right, that's brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill, hotshotsnet.com for all the Hot Shot stuff. From St. Charles, Rob Quest is our teamers today. Oh, Rob Quest. Rob has been a listener of the Riz Show for over 10 years now, listens every morning. No matter what type of day Rob has, he can always rely on the Riz Show to provide him with laughs and amazing content that he could then share with his friends. Loves Rafe and Lern on the show, King Scott's jokes, because they never... he says they never resist to make him laugh.
I thought you say they never land. I was waiting.
Matchup with Moon, whenever Moon and Riz get to battle out, because that's always entertaining. Rob Quest from St. Charles is our Team Riz member of the day. He gets a super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we will take a break. We'll come back with crap on celebrities. It is 7:08. It's Wednesday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We have delays 70 eastbound between, looks like Missouri A and Missouri K out in front of O'Fallon. Your point forecast, partly to mostly cloudy skies. High of 77 right now. It's 57 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Harley Quinn companion album surprise. We now know what happened to Shifty Shellshock. Prince, when he was alive, had some game, and it's One Hit Wonder Day, and we have your number one hit wonder song.
Number one hit wonder of all time, according to?
Ranker.com.
Okay. We got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next. New Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
And here's something that I firmly believe in. We're just going to start the interview here because it just seems like a good place to pop off. But I want the artist to do what the artist wants to do. If you want to make 5 radio songs in a row, great. If you want to make 5 fan tracks in a row, great, because I feel like it's your art. So who the hell are we to tell you when it needs to be a radio single or when it needs to be this or that? It needs to be whatever the hell you're feeling, whenever the hell you're feeling it.
Yeah, and you're right. It froze a little bit. Popular.
Watching cars go fast, man. This weekend at the racetrack is for you. The NHRA Midwest Nationals Worldwide Technology Raceway this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That means it's time for ground-pounding, nitro-burning 10,000 horsepower rocket ships at more than 335 miles an hour. And this only happens once a year. And this is the record-setting event you can't miss. It all kicks off with a return to Friday night qualifying session. So this Friday, you'll see these rocket ships qualifying the header flames under the lights. It's amazing. And see all the legendary stars like Tony Stewart and Ron Capps and Antron Brown and Brittany Force all here in town. Worldwide Technology Raceway also has new grandstands, a new racing service, and more enhancements you need to see for yourself. So get your tickets for the NHRA Midwest Nationals this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, WWTRaceway.com, WWTRaceway.com. Brought to you in part by Illinois Tourism and Downstate Tourism.
And if only you could make a deal with God, I know we'll eat places. Been running up that road, been running in my heels, been running on the buildings and those places. If only could. That was Kate W. Bush, Running Up the Hill.
All right, so I actually made up a word this morning, and I'm so happy about this. Now, the last year and a half of all of our lives, the word synergy has been like kind of a gigantic joke. Like, there's all this stuff happening all over. You're just trying to make it work for the day.
Yeah.
But it seems like, Amy Lee, front woman of Evanescence, that you have a very synergistic year ahead of you. The album is out now. The single doing great. The big tour with Hailstorm later this year. This feels like synergy to me, and I bet you for you, it's finally like, great, we're finally here.
Yeah, it feels really good. Part of last year and this time, something that's felt really good is just to keep going, just to go harder. Don't let it stop us. Don't let anything hold me down. Like just this feeling of, I can't waste a minute. I don't want to waste a day. We don't know if we have tomorrow. So it is time to just do what we were born to do. So kind of taking that attitude after the initial sort of like, frustration and heartbreak and just frustration. I want to say that word a lot because a lot of it was that, but also just anxiety and fear about everything. You know how this time has been. I don't have to describe it.
Yeah.
So you're looking for your very first home? Well, you need to go to First Community. That's who I went through to get my first home, and I'm so glad that they did. They have so many benefits going with First Community. First off, they're incredible with the help, and then secondly, I mean, they really have a loan for everyone, and if you're trying to get that first-time home, this is the one to go to, is First Community. They have the first-time home buyer loan, and it will save you a ton of money because there's no down payment required. Yes, that's right. No down payment. That will save you tons of money. And if you want to save a few more bucks, there's no closing costs as well. So you're going to save there. And it even gets better because there's no private mortgage insurance required, which is a huge savings and a huge benefit. And one of the great reasons of going to First Community. And maybe you're trying to get your second home or you want to buy a bigger house. Well, there's an affordable alternative 5-year adjustable rate mortgage with a low rate and a 30-year term to keep your payments just way more affordable so you can truly enjoy your home. So get your first home, get your new home with First Community. Make your life easy. Enjoy that house. Go to First Community. That's firstcommunity.com.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he He's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Riz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be in the biz?
Meet King Scott. By day, he's the producer of the #1 morning show in St. Louis. But by night, he's not at work anymore. Interesting. He says that despite all of his shortcomings, his one long coming is his knack for decent ideas.
Hello, I'm King Scott, and I'm here to pitch my business idea to Riz, and I know he will definitely invest in this. It's a revolutionary business idea. It's going to change the world over, and I definitely have what it takes to be in the biz. Sorry. Hey.
Take a seat.
Hello there.
All right. Yeah, make sure you speak into the microphone.
All right. Yeah, I definitely will. Can I move the mic a little bit?
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, hi, I'm King Scott. I'm so honored to be on RizViz. I mean, a big fan. Love the show. Hi, Gary. Anyways, I got a lot. Great. I got a really wonderful item, and you complain. Almost the biggest complaint I think in your life is your chair. And I actually did a study recently with the Pew Research Center, because that's all they do is chair research, that college or high school students, their #1 complaint.
The termites are found in more than 5 million homes on average each year in the U.S., and the termite damage costs homeowners $5 billion a year, and it's not covered by homeowners insurance because it's preventable. Now, how do you prevent the termites from getting into the house? A company like Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions. Protecting what matters, and they've been doing it since 1965. Protecting your family, protecting your property. At Amco Ranger, they are not satisfied until you're satisfied. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Trusted, local, family-owned, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I've trusted Amco Ranger at my house for many, many years now. All the employees are well-trained, they're licensed, they're background checked, and they are your one source for all pest control needs. Take your yard back from the mosquitoes and ticks. Stop the ants, spiders, roaches from moving into the house. Prevent mice from spreading disease and damaging your property, and so much more. It's Amco Ranger, Termite and Pest Solutions, 636-441-BUGS, 636-441-BUGS, online at amcoranger.com, amcoranger.com, protecting what matters since 1965.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Hey, Riz? Yeah, take your shirt off, blow a horn. Good times.
Welcome back. Hello.
Good to be back.
You looked a little
Everybody's
nervous in there.
Well, because, I don't know where Rafe is. Lern just strolls in.
I'm sorry.
Moon's eating a balanced breakfast of sun chips.
Yeah, sun chips and chocolate protein balls that my wife made.
Are you on my
wait.
banana?
And I just saw Rafe.
Oh, wait till I tell you about bananas.
What's happening with bananas?
Just stand by.
Look at this. Look at this freckled
Stand
beast.
by.
Hey, are we?
I got a banana on my
Banana
desk.
time. Banana time. You know, I just saw Rafe run down the hallway with a plunger, so I don't know what's going on.
Hi, Rafe. Welcome back to the show. Phone number 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Do it, bitch, coming up later.
Great.
Grab on celebrities here in just a moment. Headline: impending strikes will likely affect America's banana supply.
Get out of here.
This is the real deal, guys.
The bananas are striking.
Start hoarding your bananas.
I'm going to start getting those green bananas at the store so they'll last a little longer.
Start hoarding your bananas.
Dude, you know how many bananas we go through in our household? you call them hands, right? But what's on an average hand? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
5, yeah.
6.
We
maybe?
probably go through 4 or 5 hands a week. Isn't that crazy?
Well, we usually
Bananarama.
do two hands.
Yeah.
But according to news sources, an impending strike involving East Coast and Gulf Coast dock workers will affect the U.S.'s banana supply.
So
are we
hand
gonna
jobs
do?
are down then.
So the strike is slated to take place October 1st, so next Tuesday. It's of course, wage increase disputes, disagreements over contract language that restricts automation. Major concern for the 45,000 workers involved. So in addition to bananas and other types of fruits, the strike's also going to affect, expected to impact the automotive supply chains.
This is
Give these people what they want.
wait. Let's go back to bananas. East Coast and West Coast of the U.S.
East Coast and Gulf Coast. East Coast and Gulf Coast dock workers.
Because I'm reading the sticker right here and it says banana from Mexico.
So that's south.
So it might be fine.
Yeah, but
Maybe I'm fine.
West
they
Coast.
get here through boats. Most of them.
Oh, yeah? Maybe we start doing some
So
off-road and banana work.
the average American eats over 26 pounds of bananas every year. It's true that bananas take a long and winding road to get to your kitchen. The majority of bananas that enter this country do so through East Coast and Gulf Coast ports. And this article I'm reading, it says this could have dire consequences for bananas. They said any fruit that arrives after October 1st will be thrown in the garbage.
Whoa.
Why?
Because the dock workers are not there to unload the bananas.
Well, maybe we could get, I don't know, food pantries to go work and take the food to their
It doesn't
pantry.
work that way.
Oh, right. Well,
Okay.
So there are many types of bananas and ways to use them. The Cavendish variety is what we usually have here in America, the most abundant. That's the Cavendish variety of banana.
Which is in danger of going extinct.
Is
Most
that
people
true?
don't know that 100%.
Okay, so you may be saying, hey, Riz, what East Coast and Gulf Coast, why don't they just take the bananas to the West Coast? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because it costs too much money. That's why they don't do it on the West Coast. It costs too much money, and they won't do it. So if you like bananas, it could be a shortage coming real soon.
Could be forever. That's going to affect this room a lot.
yep.
Not me personally, but the other 4 of you guys are big banana heads.
Eek, eek.
Yeah, I got a banana on my desk.
I can see a banana from here. Always.
Two
We're
bananas.
banana
I
bros,
just
dude.
finished
we
a
just,
banana.
We all unpeeled ourselves.
Always see bananas in this room.
Yeah. We're banana boys and girls.
Yeah, so
Bananas.
Good news
banana
is
lovers.
the pawpaw fruit is in season, so it kind
Nobody
of tastes
eats
like the
those.
banana.
That's right.
This has happened before, and it's happening again. 2024, bananas are at risk of extinction due to a fungal disease called Panama disease,
Panama.
caused by a fungus called Fusarium oxysporium that infects the roots of the banana plants, preventing them from absorbing water and nutrients. The plant eventually starves and wilts.
I hate this news.
And that's the most popular banana, which is what's the one you said?
Cavendish.
Cavendish is being affected right now by it. And it wiped out the gross Michelle banana in the 50s, which was the most popular banana then.
But she was gross.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's your banana news.
So
You
enjoy
heard it
those
here.
bananas. You never know how much longer you got.
Yeah.
You may live in a banana-free world.
You don't know what you got until it's gone.
Banana is the perfect fruit because when it's ripe, it's great. And then whenever it's over-ripened, it's bread.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Or
This-
pudding.
There's a reason why you shouldn't name your kid Mickey Mouse. Even if you're fine with them being ruthlessly bullied, why do you think it would be a bad idea?
Walt Disney come back from the dead and kill your baby? Could happen. Hey, this is copyright infringement.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
That's why. Because your kid could run into all sorts of problems. If you name your kid Mickey Mouse, in the future, it could lead to issues. For example, a 7-year-old kid in the UK was denied a passport recently.
Mickey Mouse was denied a passport.
And his parents were told it was because his name, quote, relates to a trademark or copyright. The kid's name is Loki Skywalker.
You kidding me?
And the Star Wars reference was intentional. He was born on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
And they were told they would have to get permission from Disney to get this kid a passport.
Even though he has the legal name.
The kid's legal name is Loki Skywalker Mowbray.
What's Loki? Is that Loki's full name?
Loki Skywalker Mowbray. And they were told by the passport people in the UK he needs to get permission from Disney or change the kid's name.
Bull.
That's weird because the character's name is not that, right?
Bull butter, dude.
You don't think Disney has a trademark on everything Loki?
I don't think it has anything to do with getting a legal passport. Nah, I call bull butter on this, man. That's not right. That can't be. That can't be. A company can't say that you have to forcefully change your name.
The
legal
government.
name.
No, he doesn't have to, but he can't leave the country without a passport.
Man.
You're free to have the name as long as you're here. And if you want a government document, it's the government saying it.
Government.
Man, really?
The family is not hot on either of those options, especially because they weren't trying to get anything out of the name. They just thought, it's fun to name the kid Loki Skywalker.
Right. What does
Great
his
name.
passport have to do with the brand? Or, I mean, he's not starting a company called Loki
The name
Skywalker
relates
Industries.
to a trademark or copyright. That's what the rule is, I guess, in the fine print when you get a passport.
But then every name relates to a trademark. I mean, that's a
Eddie
slippery
Bauer.
slope.
You know, Eddie Bauer is a trademark name.
Your name is Eddie, and that's
No,
related to a trademark
Eddie is
name.
not trademarked. Eddie Bauer's trademarked. Loki's trademark. Skywalker's trademarked.
Man, I don't know.
You can't make a stretch as to say Eddie is trademarked.
I'm sure we could find another stretch. We just don't have the time to think about it right now. But like, there, I don't know, dude.
This is my kid, Grumpy Sneezy Williams.
But Grumpy and Sneezy are probably not trademarked.
But let's say they are.
I'm just, I think
they're
there's
not.
fault on both sides here.
Loki is trademarked.
Like Tommy.
Skywalker.
Tommy Hilfiger. Maybe Tommy is.
Tommy's not, but Tommy Hilfiger is. And listen, again, their parents weren't trying to make trouble. They thought it was a fun name.
Yeah, and now the government's making trouble.
Don't give your kid a fun name.
Got to be some sort of ramifications, right?
Let's not have fun with kids' names.
Right.
We need to be done with that.
No fun. No Gary. Gary's super fun. We love
But Gary's a normal name. Loki Skywalker is not. My parents are Star Wars fans, and they named me something dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
And now I have to live with it.
Hey, you know what this guy's going to get?
Now I have to live with a dumb name because my parents like Star Wars.
You know what this kid's going to get? To be
He's
honest,
going to get bullied.
No, he's going to get a passport, and then he's going to get freaking Disney World tickets for
I
free.
hope so.
No,
Disney's,
he's not.
Are you
Disney
kidding
doesn't
me?
give anything out for free.
If this is going around the news, Disney doesn't give.
Disney gives nothing out for free.
Well, what is it? Is the hate viral over here?
Are you out of your mind?
Are you now on the hate Disney train too?
I'm not on the hate Disney train. I'm probably going to Disney World next year.
All I'm saying
You
is,
need Disney
I bet
World
you,
in your
they, if this news circulates big enough, wide enough, Disney's going to reach out and be like, "Yo, so sorry, the UK is harassing y'all."
Disney's not just handing out things.
Yes, they
Disney
are.
goes after dentists who paint Mickey on the wall and says, "You better." I'm going to send somebody over here and burn down your place unless you get that Mickey off the wall.
And you would do the same thing if a dentist office put the Riz Show logo somewhere that
That'd
it
be
wasn't
awesome.
supposed to and had nothing to do
I
with
would
you.
not, personally.
Okay.
But
you know what I'm saying. Let's not.
that's
let's
a different
not do this.
argument.
Well, what are you talking about? This is a great marketing opportunity for them to reach out and give them a free Disney thing.
Well,
I
then
guarantee
he
you
does
that.
So the
They all start
orthodontist
doing
with the mural of
Because that's selling. That is trademark infringement. That's what the protection is for. Come on, man. If you own a company, which you do, and somebody used your logo and your name, you're going to have an issue. Don't pretend you're not.
If they ask nicely, yes.
Get out.
And I
Ask
put your logo on the
nicely.
wall. Damn right you can.
Out.
I got good news. Disney does give out free things. If you're a member of Club 33, you don't have to pay for those the fast pass.
Yeah, you got to pay $150,000 to get in the club.
Well, yeah, that's an issue. But
Disney ain't giving out nothing for free.
Oh man.
Nothing. I think the more broad point here, and whose phone is vibrating constantly?
What?
Like,
I think it's in
somebody's
your
phone
brain.
that's not a phone.
yours.
Nobody's
It's not
texting or
mine.
calling me.
The bigger issue here is the dumb parents giving their kid a dumb name. Come on.
It's not what I would choose, but you got to admit it's pretty cool.
No, it's not cool.
In another moment, it is cool as a Scott Rizzuto.
Yeah, but
This is my
this is
son,
not him.
Hellboy Magnum
bad
P.I.
Wednesday.
Williams.
Hello.
The parents are a little to blame here.
The parents are 100% to blame.
I'll give you
Yeah,
that.
but the parents don't
you
think
can
that this is going
celebrate
to be an
your
issue,
nerddom.
Yeah.
government-issued thing. Come on, it's a legal name. They let them do it.
I think we're all in agreement that parents should be locked up, right?
No.
There are governments that
I just feel like if they'd have gone one way or the other, if it was like, if it was Scott Skywalker, we're probably not having this conversation. But the fact they chose two,
Who names their kid Loki? Come on.
you do Loki, but like his middle name
It's a
can
cute
just
name.
be
It's
Daniel.
not a cute name.
I like it.
old name. That's not
There's a
a
Loki
Disney
in the
name.
chat. We got a Loki that listens to this show.
That's an old
That's not
Viking
their real
Norse
name, but-
thing. That's what 2,500 years old.
It's 2024.
No, I understand, but what?
Nobody's referencing the old Viking Loki. You're
No-
saying Loki
no one?
because it's the
Yeah,
the-
it's brought up back to the forefront. I'm sure. I'm just saying, like, it's strange.
what's his name from what's the character? What's the guy who plays it?
Tom Middleton.
Tom Middleton.
Hiddleston.
Middleton.
Middleton.
Middleman.
Kate Middleton.
He's so
Kate Middleton
dreamy.
plays Loki.
She's incredible.
Tom Hiddleston. Hiddle.
Yes.
It is, son.
Hiddleston.
You're jerks for naming the kid that. Come on. Your kid's not going to be. There's no CEO named Loki Skywalker.
No, but he owns
Yet.
a comic book store,
This is
and that's
my
cool as hell.
daughter, Exxon Folgers Williams. Wonder if they would get sued. Like if you just named them after companies.
You have eliminated a ton of opportunity for your kid.
That's discrimination, man.
Oh,
You can't be not hiring a great person because their name is Loki Skywalker Williams.
you shouldn't, but it happens.
First of all, nobody is going to know his middle name is Skywalker. Except
Yeah,
for the government.
Loki.
He's just, I'm Loki Mowbray.
Right.
Yo, Loki Mowbray. It's
Loki
pretty
Mowbray.
dope. And get it out of your head that it's not, because that's pretty dope.
It's
dude,
not
when I
dope.
think about it, I'm like, are
The
you
only
Hawaiian?
dope,
Like,
the
I
only
wanna
dope
know
in the story
what's
is that
up.
mom and dad.
What's up, man? I'm Loki Mowbray. I don't know, man. Kid sounds like a pretty badass football player, if you ask me.
It stands out, I'll tell you that much. Better than damn Scott Daniel Williams Valjean, whatever the hell, King Scott. We're all just jealous.
Yeah, I think you're jealous, man.
I'm
I
not
think
jealous.
You're
Jealous. My name sucks
I'm not
too.
jealous.
I think you're jealous.
There's
You're
no
gonna get a
fortune.
free trip.
There's going to be
Disney
no
World, too.
Fortune 500 CEO named Loki Skywalker. I'm telling you.
President of Northwest Mutual Bank, Loki Skywalker Macabre. Yeah, he's probably going into. There's some specific fields.
Yeah, he's working at Hot Topic. He's going to manage. That's how high up he's going to get. He's going to be a manager of a Hot Topic.
They make good money, apparently.
They make great
President.
money, apparently.
President Loki Skywalker
The third.
of
Yeah.
the United States of America. I mean,
He's
we
from,
could be
he's
headed
from the
there,
UK,
honestly.
okay? The next prime minister, Loki Skywalker Mowbray. No.
To a lot of people,
no.
that's the world coming full circle.
No.
You know? That's great.
Well, I'm just going to sit back and watch.
Yeah, idiocracy.
I hope
Loki take over the planet. He's going to.
I hope for the best, honestly. But the parents should be ashamed of themselves. I'm a Star Wars fan. I would name my kid something like that. Dumb.
You wouldn't.
You're only thinking about yourselves.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I don't think there's a character I'd want to name my kid after, but I get why people do that. A little homage.
Me too.
You know? They love the character. They hope their kid grows up to be the character.
Well, let's
The
hope
god
not
of
in that-
mischief?
in that- yeah, let's hope not in that.
Yeah.
case.
The Skywalker thing, just in like a nod to their own nerddom. Which
yeah,
is fine.
Which is cool.
It's cute.
It's not fine.
But it is fine. It's what?
You're only thinking of yourself.
Well,
my
yeah,
kid?
and,
Kid's
and that's
future.
their right.
I know it's their right.
right.
It's also my right to make fun of them.
Okay.
Boy, have we gone full circle on this
With
show
what?
already. Just the liberties and
And the justices.
no man.
Girl.
God.
What? How did you upset yourself?
He just.
I
He's
thought somebody.
mad he
I
can't-
thought somebody'd be on my team here. That's it. I'm disappointed in you
You're
guys.
feeling
I can't
lonely?
believe you're defending.
I'll be on your team.
I can't believe you're defending these parents.
I'm
Scott's on your
defending
team.
freedom, man. To each his
you're
own.
free.
To each his own. You're free to do what you
It's-
wish, and
no,
I will
I'm not
die
saying-
for your right.
I'm not saying it's illegal to name your kid something stupid. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's your opinion,
I
sir.
had said there was fault on both sides. I mean,
You can't straddle the line here.
I think if you name your kid Wolverine Deadpool Jenkins, you got to take a little bit of the heat for that. But I think legally you can, and I don't think you should have anyone. I don't think that Marvel should keep you from flying
That's right.
because your parents named you Wolverine Deadpool Jenkins.
Let's be clear, though, because I think that's what people are getting wrong here. Marvel and Disney are not preventing anybody from doing anything. This is the
It's
UK government.
The
doing
the
this.
government is.
And that's why it's silly.
Listen, we all could agree that if you name your kid Thor, that's cool.
Oh, is that
That's cool.
right?
Yeah, because Thor.
Thor what?
Unless they have a
Thor
list.
ass.
Thor what?
Hey, bottom of the ninth. Bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
2 outs. Mm-hmm. Winning run on third base.
Loki's on third base.
Loki's not on third base.
He
Loki's
just
not on
cleaned-
the third
Loki can't
base.
hit a triple?
Loki got cut. The coach's like, we got to knock this run in for the championship.
Need a pinch hitter.
I need a pinch hitter. Thor, grab a bat. Win the game.
Thor, and now batting, Thor Doofenstein.
Thor bat.
It's Thor Goldstein. What? That
Me.
doesn't match.
Swing stick.
Okay. You guys remember?
Here comes the pitch from Hercules Batman
Smith.
Smith.
That sounds like Riz is jealous that this kid has a kick-ass name.
Yeah.
And I have a sissy name like Scott. Yes, that's
Finally, somebody
Named
got to the
after-
bottom of what's going on here.
Named after a toilet paper.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I had to deal with that
Oh, that's
as a
right.
kid. Scott Tissue?
Oh, Scott Tissue, Scotty Tissues, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I heard that before.
Beam me up.
Button
Beam me
push.
up, Scotty. Yeah, I heard that before. Scott, you got me, right? Mm-hmm. We're a team.
Scotty
We're a
doesn't
team
know.
together.
It's very masculine.
Do you guys remember back, like way back in the day, do you remember there was the Nintendo Power Line,
Oh, yeah,
a
dude.
hotline for video game tips?
This was live people that would sit there and answer the call. There's like a video going around.
Yeah, I got to play a piece of that video.
Oh, no way, dude. It's. I didn't get to hear the whole thing. I really wanted to.
Was that part of the magazine?
I think the number was at the end of the magazine, and they had like special things that you could call and ask. But it was like
Before
if
the
you were,
internet.
if you were like stuck on Mega Man.
In this one, it's a Zelda. I need to find a sword.
Right.
I need to find the crystal sword. I can't.
There was some
All right,
dolphin
Loki,
game.
we'll get you.
Remember the dolphin game?
Echo.
Yeah. That was going around too because you would just get stuck underwater, sitting there looking like, what am I supposed to do? And you let it go because it was one of those games that if you turned it off, you couldn't save it.
Yeah.
So you had to call somebody, and you call some
This
live
is before
nerd.
the internet. Before the internet made this whole thing obsolete. So the only way for gaming nerds to get advice back then was by calling an even bigger gaming nerd.
Yeah, somebody that's already been through it, been through the battle tested.
Kids on something called a landline phone. So the Nintendo Power Line launched in '88, finally shut down in 2010 after the internet made it obsolete. But this is one of those calls.
Hi, Nintendo. This is Craig. How can I help you?
I was want to inquire about The Legend of Zelda. I was wondering how you go about getting the white sword.
Which quest are you in?
The first quest?
Okay, well, you know where it is. What you need to have are 12 heart containers.
Right.
And that's the only thing.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're quite welcome.
Appreciate it.
Sure thing. Bye-bye.
That's the only thing. I'm looking for the white sword.
I'm looking for the whites.
And before I hang up, what
Go
time
back
is
getting
it?
that white sword.
What's the time right now?
That's so good, dude.
I got my little man running around on screen. Bless his heart, he just can't pick up this sword.
Which
that
sword
was
are you looking
Hurricane
for?
Chris calling into the Nintendo line.
Yeah, dude, that guy was so
Let's listen to that guy.
so
very chill.
calm.
Hi, Nintendo. This is Craig. How can I help you?
I was wondering.
Oh, hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hello.
This guy's name is Loki, by the
Every
way.
time.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
I
Craig.
help
This
you?
is Loki.
I was want to inquire about The Legend of Zelda. I was wondering how you go about getting the white sword.
Oh, he said
The
white.
white sword.
What?
Yeah, he says white.
Dude,
Zelda.
nobody has said that.
Took the
Legend,
L out of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
God, it's Scott. We're related to this guy.
Yes.
This is how our family talks. Legend of Zelda.
Not a 10-year-old.
I'm telling you, dude, this is up in Hannibal.
What a sweet phone call.
What?
What?
I'm calling you
All
from
right, that
Hannibal.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Calling
What
Legend
level
of
are you
Zelda.
on?
12 heart containers actually makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
Bless your heart.
Which quest are you in?
The first quest.
Okay, well, you know where it is. What you need to have are 12 heart containers.
Right.
And that's the only thing.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're quite welcome.
Appreciate it.
Sure thing.
Right.
Bye-bye.
When I get back from the demo derby in Palmyra, I'm
wish
going to
they
get
were
right
all
back
that.
on that with white sword. I'm telling you, dude, this is our family, man.
That's great.
Those two are married now, by the way.
I love that.
Happy ending.
Craig and Loki?
Yeah.
Get out.
That thing got a lot of kids in trouble, man. Because it wasn't free.
No, wasn't it like 99 cents a minute or
On
something?
the back of the Nintendo Power magazine, they even had a cartoon. Captain N. Do you remember the cartoon with the dude with the power glove?
Yeah.
And then all the characters, they were hawking it on there.
Power glove. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it was owned by Nintendo Power then. That's pretty cool.
How much did
Nintendo Power was the magazine?
Yeah.
God, dude, what
That
a,
was so helpful.
what a time, man.
They'd have the Nintendo Power magazine, and it would have the number in the back.
Damn, man, I tried not to get caught up in this
My
stuff
friend
too
ran
much,
up
but
a big bill calling.
I remember going to Dustin's house. That kid had everything. He had the power glove. He had the what was the mat? You know, you do like summer games.
Power pad.
Power pad.
power pad?
Power pad. Gosh.
Okay, so
dang,
how much
dude.
did it
Take your shoes
cost?
off.
Things sucked and did not work right.
Oh, I did at Dustin's house.
Gyro the robot that came with the first one.
Was it
Only had one
$1.50 a
game.
minute?
Damn.
I think it was $1.50 a minute.
Worth it.
I think it was like $2.99, and then for each additional minute, you know, it was one of those deals.
Nintendo's
10
hotline
cents
costs
for the first
$1.50 a minute.
Straight up.
That's what I'm seeing on the interwebs.
Man, what if they're like, okay, so then you go to the end of this level?
They would too,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
They would
And
walk
then-
you through.
Just keep you on the phone for 25 minutes?
They would. If you would call, like if you were in the middle of something, like fighting a boss or something like on Ninja Gaiden or whatever, and they'd be like, all right, you want to go up? Then you have to go up. You have to jump here, then jump there, and they'd like walk you through the pattern of the final boss. Like, you'd be on there a while. If you wanted to be, you could be on there
And
a
then
while.
your dad gets the bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I
Your dad
forgot
sees the AT&T bill.
Yeah.
I
You
forgot
get the
about
belt.
And you get the
Gaiden.
belt.
God, Ninja Gaiden was great.
Did you guys ever buy the books that gave you tips on like the secret rooms? and-
Oh, that was the power. That was the Nintendo Power magazine.
I would get the, well, yeah, but
Well,
he's
there's
talking about there were like
there's, like,
specific
for-
game books.
Yeah, you get it for like Doom. Like when
Oh,
Doom
no.
64
You
came
get
out,
all
they
the
had a book
maps.
that
I
you
wasn't
could
that
go
big
buy.
of a
and-
dork.
Well, so Dustin had all the Nintendo crap, and then Kevin bought all the genies. Remember the game genies?
Oh, those were
Or Game
awesome.
Shark?
Yeah, Game Shark, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
All right,
Game
today is
changer.
Today is September the 25th. Back in the day, 136 years ago in 1888, Jack the Ripper mailed his first letter to London's Central News Agency. He promised to cut the ear off the next woman he murdered, and sure enough, an earless body was found 5 days later. And you know, an author figured out the real identity of Jack the Ripper back in 2014 using DNA.
We sure about that? Because I've seen every one of these. I get sucked into these Jack the Ripper documentaries every single time. I
They
just
said it
watched
was a
another one.
23-year-old Polish immigrant,
I refuse. No,
Loki.
you can't prove
Loki
it now.
Skywalker.
It's too much, man. I just watched another one, like the most recent documentary, and they went through the 4 or 5 other suspects and how it could have been them and it could have been them, and these historians believe this and these
Hey,
historians
by the way,
believe something
I
else.
watched last night the Apollo 13 documentary on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
New?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
it's great.
Down for that.
Is Kevin Bacon in it?
Nerd. 44 years ago, 1980, legendary Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham. He died. So 44 years ago today, John Bonham died in bed after a binge in which he downed 40 shots of vodka. He suffocated on his own vomit. The group chose to disband rather than replace their friend. How old was John Bonham when he died?
He was young, wasn't he? Like 30?
I'll go 27.
Is he 27?
I'll say
Club guy, huh?
31.
31. John Bonham,
No clue. I'll
greatest
say,
rock drummer of all time.
I'll say 28.
32.
Oh.
32. 37 years ago, 1987, The Princess Bride was released. 34 years ago, 1990, Dave Grohl replaces Chad Channing in Nirvana, becoming the 5th and final drummer for the band. 9 years ago today, in 2015, Caitlyn Jenner officially changes her name from Bruce and her gender to a woman. 7 years ago, 2017, at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers played their last concert ever. Tom Petty dies a week later. The show was the last stop on their 40th anniversary tour. And 6 years ago today, in 2018, Bill Cosby, sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison for sexual assault. He only served 3 years before his conviction was overturned in 2021 because prosecutors had violated his constitutional rights. And that's what happened back in the day. All right, it's time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Crap on Celebrities.
And we start with this. Lady Gaga announced yesterday that she's releasing a companion album to Joker Folie à Deux. It's called Harley Quinn, comes out this Friday. It has 13 tracks with titles like Smile, The Joker, and That's Life. It's unclear if any of the songs are covers, originals, or possibly a mix of both. Gaga previously said that she taught herself how to sing poorly as Harley Quinn in the movie. The movie comes out on October 4th, and this is not her
What a humble
anticipated
brag.
7th album. She's still working on another record. Like she's on the cover of Vogue this month, and I was reading that article yesterday when this news dropped that this Harley Quinn record's coming out, and she's mentioning it kind of under wraps in the article in Vogue, and so there will be another record coming
For
out.
this role, I had to teach myself how to sing poorly. I know, it's tough.
Yeah.
Is anybody less than zero interested in this movie?
I'm interested in it. I've got no excitement. There's no like.
I'm curious.
I'm disappointed that it was even made. I don't think we wanted this.
Well, if you need a good nap, it might be one of those.
We'll go see it.
The royal we did not want this.
Yeah.
I think the first one was good enough, and it was like, all right, leave it be.
I'm interested to see if it's going to be something new, because in my head, if it's just them acting and it's a musical and it's like kind of lame in that way, I'm going to be disappointed. But I have this kind of curiosity that's going to be something that we haven't seen before, or at least I hope.
When does it come out?
October 4th.
Oh, so not this weekend, the following weekend.
Yes. A cause of death has been revealed for Crazy Town frontman Shifty Shellshock. He died due to the effects of fentanyl, cocaine, methamphetamines, according to online records from the LA County Medical Examiner. The Butterfly singer's death was ruled an accident. His real name, Seth Benzer, passed away in his LA residence on June 24th at the age of 49. He's survived by his 3 kids, Halo, Gage, and Phoenix, whom he welcomed with 3 separate women, and his family were the proudest of his accomplishments.
I don't know. He was dating Punky Brewster before he died.
Yes.
Really?
Soleil Moon Frye.
Frye.
No way.
She's
Yeah.
a babe.
Really?
She is a babe.
No idea.
That's a big surprise.
Sean Diddy Combs' resurfacing video is creating concerns amid the legal issues he's found himself in. In the viral video, the music mogul says his crazy parties will get him imprisoned. Listen to this from E.T. back in 1999.
All right, here is Diddy.
They won't even give me a permit for the parties, man. They don't want me to throw the parties no more. But we ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep on having fun, bringing people together from all walks of life. You're gonna hear about my parties. They're gonna be shutting them down. They're gonna probably be arresting me, doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, he faces, again, if you need a reminder, significant charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution transportation.
Our buddy Corey says that Penguin is great.
Oh, the show, HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dropped it, and I am kind of interested in that, just because it was something.
He says great.
It was somewhat out of left field, like this on-the-nose Batman emo Joker stuff. I know it's a response to like the big giant, big budget Marvel stuff and the Transformers and how it was all colorful and splashy, and they're trying to. This is the pendulum swinging, but it's just swung so far and so long. Just like get it over with. I'm done with this.
I also watched the first episode of Chaos with Jeff Goldblum as Zeus. It's good.
Netflix?
That may be Hulu. Very good.
Really? Chaos.
With a K. K.
Seems like you had plenty of time to finish Pretty Woman.
I knew you were going to bring that up, huh?
By the way, I might.
I got your answer. As to why I didn't watch it.
I know.
Because I don't want to. Okay?
You know.
I don't wanna.
Linkin Park have shared the second track from their comeback album From Zero, which is due out November 15th. Here is a little tidbit of Heavy is the Crown.
Can't wait to hear this.
It's good.
This is what you asked for. Heavy is the fire in the sunrise. Ashes raining down.
Okay.
All right. The Weeknd has.
Hear it on 105.7 The Point.
The Weeknd now has the most songs with 1 billion streams on Spotify, so congrats to him. Sum 41 frontman Derek Whibley's upcoming memoir, Walking Disaster, My Life Through Heaven and Hell, will hit shelves on October 8th. Here he is talking about what it was like writing this book.
Okay, Derek Whibley.
The idea of writing a book had been kicking around for a while. I've been asked a few times, it's come up over the years, and I always just kind of thought, why would I write a book? I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what to say. My life's boring, all those things. And I just thought, as the band was calling this the final record and final tour, it kind of made sense to just put a book out to kind of wrap this entire chapter of my life up.
I had a weird moment with that dude
Really?
many years ago. I think he was dating like Paris Hilton. A weird.
He got all sorts of high-profile ladies.
He was an Avril Lavigne, like
Married to her, right?
Married
he's
to
a
Avril.
little guy, like a little guy who looks like one of those troll dolls.
What do you mean a little guy? Littler
He's
than
very short.
this show? What?
Oh, yeah.
How-
He's very short.
Oh, he's very short.
He's a
Let me
head
find his
shorter than
height.
me.
Is he like 5'8", 5'9"?
Hang on, don't look it up.
You met him, dude? He was
Derek
with Paris.
I'm just kidding.
So he was.
I was just
Okay,
trying
let's
to-
go. How tall do you think Derek
He's
Wibley?
like 5'4",
5'4"?
5'5".
I'm going to say 5'6".
Okay.
Measuring to the top of his hair.
Yep.
7 feet tall.
Yeah,
I'm going to go 5'5".
Dude's 5'7", according to the Googles.
5'7". Okay,
Okay, so he's
that's a
5'5".
lot.
Normal height.
Hollywood
No,
always
he's not
adds
normal.
the two.
He was shorter than me. Anyway,
And you lie about being 5'7".
And
so
Paris
you know
is tall.
He's even.
well, he was wearing a captain's hat,
He was.
Like, the tugboat?
So it was
like
respectable.
from the Love Boat, and I called him Captain Stabbin.
Uh-huh.
Did not appreciate that.
Oh. Nicknames from strangers didn't go over well?
I thought it was.
Captain Stabbin?
Yeah, I thought because he gets a lot of chicks.
That didn't go over.
Are you rethinking it now?
I think now saying it out loud again, it didn't.
Yeah.
I understand why it went over
Can we
like a
have the
lead balloon.
crickets sound
did
effect
he
for
not?
your cat? Hey, what's up? Hey, Derek Wibley. Oh, nice to meet you. Hey, Captain Stabbin, what's up?
What a jerk that Derek Wibley guy is.
Get this
I never
interview
said he was a
over with.
jerk.
Oh, you said it was a weird
No, I
interaction.
said I had a weird interaction. I never said he
Didn't
was
say
a
whose
jerk.
fault it was.
That's true. All right. Hey,
did.
you're
Listen, I
seeing-
didn't say weird interaction. It could be coming from this.
That's what I'm saying. You did not. You never said whose fault. You just said weird interaction.
I know, we
you didn't say
assumed.
because of him.
I will say, as far as bands in that genre, they're one of the biggest sounding and tightest sounding bands live. They
Sure.
are freaking spectacular. It's a
But
good. That's a good.
and I thought it'd be
band.
funny.
to call him Captain Stabbins.
I go, "What's up, Captain Stabbin?"
That's a good. That's a good band, and they are not. This is not the last tour. No way.
No.
Absolutely.
They're like
not.
burning white hot right now.
Dude,
right?
they're so hot. They're gonna let it burn, and then kind of go away for a minute. And 3 years later, they're gonna come out
Yeah,
with
my
this
kids
return
won't stop
record.
talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
That's enough of that.
Guys, Our Oceans is an upcoming Netflix docuseries. It's going to help all of us animal lovers explore the gateways to the unknown about the mysterious creatures living deep below the water. The new series, which premieres on Netflix November 20th, is narrated by former President Barack Obama. Here's a little taste of what Obama sounds like narrating Our Oceans.
Okay, so what is this going to be on?
This is Netflix on November 20th. Yeah, that's what it said.
Is that him singing?
Yeah,
The world will never be the same once you've seen it from below. Our oceans.
Our Oceans. Now, oddly enough, people forgot that Donald Trump actually did this before as well. He also had a
That's right.
ocean show that
Yes,
he
that's
narrated.
right. He did narrate.
And we have a little clip of that as well.
Let me tell you, the ocean, it's huge, okay? Nobody talks about it, but it's one of the greatest things we have. The best, believe me, tremendous amounts of water. So deep, nobody knows how deep, except maybe me. I have very good instincts about this. And the fish in the ocean, they love me. They're incredible, big, beautiful fish. It's the best you've ever seen. Whales, amazing creatures, very big, very powerful, just like me. People say, Mr. Trump, how do you know so much about the ocean? And I tell them, I'm very, very smart. Tremendous understanding of the water. The tides, folks, they come in, they go out. Nobody can explain it, but I understand it perfectly. Complicated stuff. But we're making oceans great again. Believe me, nobody's done more for the ocean than me.
Yeah.
That's true.
Absolutely
This is
nobody.
just the preview.
Well, and he and David Attenborough, they went out on the boat, as we all remember. Moving into movie news, Halle Berry reveals Prince once asked her on a date via a piece of paper at his show. Can you imagine? You're sitting at a Prince concert all of a sudden a random man comes up to you and hands you a note, and it's Prince would like to take you out on a date. She says, I was at one of his shows here on the Sunset at the Key Club, and he had somebody come out with a piece of paper, and it just says, do you like me, yes or no? And I went, yes. I mean, I'm at his concert, right? Came back out again. Would you go out with me? Barry said she did not check a box at the time. Instead, she kept the piece of paper, and she still has it to this day.
Captain Stabbin is a porn actor.
What?
Captain Stabbin is a porn actor.
No wonder
Really?
Derek Woodley didn't appreciate this.
It's
Does he
really
look
cool
like Derek?
now. It's so cool.
Can you show me a picture of Captain Stabbin?
Yeah, if I
great.
can. Let's see.
And finally, as Moon looks that up, today is National One Hit Wonder Day. Ranker.com found the 10 best one-hit wonders of all time. So when you think of one-hit wonder songs, what's a song that comes to mind?
Chumbawamba, Tub Thumping.
Tub Thumping, that's a good one. That's a
Take
good one.
on Me. Is that?
Take on Me, Scott, is the number one-hit wonder of all time.
really?
And you remember this song.
Okay, I guess Captain Stabbin is a porn actor.
Yeah, I can't show you these things, man.
I thought it was just a
Chumbawamba's
picture of Captain Stabbin. I don't need it.
Tub Thumpers is not on there.
Is Flagpole
Tub
Sitta?
Thumping. Flagpole Sitta, nah.
Dexy's Midnight Runner.
That was
Come
number
on, Eileen.
3. That was number 3 on the list.
Tommy Two-Tone, Jenny.
Number 6 on the list.
One-hit wonders.
There's someone here that you definitely know.
Oh, I'm sure I know a lot of these.
Curious if Wilson Phillips' Hold On made that list.
No.
He
I
had
think
two
that's
hits,
still
right?
kind of too obscure. Like, think about, like, I mean, that got popular again because of Bridesmaids.
Yeah,
It
I
came
feel like that
back
video
to
was on
ether.
VH1 like every 14 seconds for about a 9-year stretch.
For instance, like, Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me's number 10 on this
The
list.
Buggles.
The Buggles, Video Killed the Radio
Video Killed
Star.
the Radio Star.
Number 4.
Ooh.
Give me the title, and we'll tell you the song. I'll tell you the title. Will tell you the.
Can I give you the band instead?
Okay, fine.
The Proclaimers.
500 miles.
500 miles.
I'm gonna be 500 miles. That's number 9. Norman Greenbaum.
Oh, Spirit in the Sky.
Spirit in the Sky. Wild Cherry.
Play the funky music, white
Yes,
boy.
number 7. The Knack.
My Sharona.
My Sharona, that's number 5. And then you guys are just missing the last one, which I do have audio of.
Lowrider.
That's a good one, but that wasn't on the list. Soft Cells.
Lowrider from War, right?
Bad
Is that
Boys.
War?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I was trying to think of like the song Wipeout. Mm-hmm. Who made that? That was like a one-hit thing, right?
That was a great
Yeah.
guitarist, wasn't it?
Yeah, what's his name?
I've been around for
I
a
know
while.
his name.
Yeah, King of the.
It is
Ben, Frank,
No, stop.
Nope.
Todd.
super rad. He's got a lot of great albums that all sound the same.
God, what?
Probably not.
Barry.
I was trying to think if it's
Stop
some
it.
old song like that or like the Tequila song from Pee Wee. Like I feel like those.
That's the Champs, right?
Bob Berryhill.
Chad.
Is that right?
Barry.
The Sufaris. The Surfaris.
Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah, that's a great name.
It could be like whoever covered it or something.
Well, the last one on this list was Soft Cell's Tainted Love, which will forever remind me of Coneheads.
Yes.
This.
Does it feel like it's going fast?
Yeah, this is like a dance version.
No, this is the real version.
That's not the real version. Is it?
Seems
It's in the
going
middle.
fast.
I edited it in the
That's
middle.
great.
That is the best
Dick
part of
Dale.
Coneheads, though.
Dick Dale.
Yes,
Yeah.
that guy rips, man.
Thank you. And that is your
Run
crap on
away.
celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Bella Ramsey, that's Ellie on The Last of Us, is 21. Donald Glover, Childish Gambino, is 41. T.I. is 44. Catherine Zeta-Jones is 55. And her husband, Michael Douglas, is 80. Same birthday. Will Smith is 56. Scottie Pippen, 59. Heather Locklear, 63. Michael Madsen. This dude is Mr. Blonde on Reservoir Dogs.
Just got arrested for beating his wife.
Really? He's like an
within
ultimate
the last 2 weeks.
He's had
bad
some
guy.
issues.
He's 67. Mark Hamill is 73. Anson Williams, Potsy on Happy Days, is 75. And Cheryl Teagues, the supermodel, is 77 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Dominique Boucher. And today's birthday girl has been in 115 fine films, including Alice in Anal Land, The Bridges of Anal County, Diary of a Pervert, Dick and Jane Go to Mexico, Girls from Hootersville 3, Harry Horndog 22, Huge Hooters, So I Married a Lesbian, and who can forget her role in 1994's Willy Wankers and the Fun Factory. Dominique Boucher is 54 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. It's 8 o'clock, and let's play Do It, Bitch. That's right. Do It, Bitch. Moon, if you get the wheel ready. Put everybody's name on it. We'll see who's going to be teaming up with who, because we have some fabulous prizes to give away. We got Pointer Guys tickets, Pointer Guys, featuring Breaking Benjamin and Stained next Tuesday, October 1st, at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. We got tickets to go see Seether and Skillet. They're at St. Louis Music Park 1 week from tomorrow. That's October 3rd. We have tickets to go see Primus, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, May 29th, over at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. And tickets to go see Kaleo. That's next Friday the 4th, over at the Factory. So Do It, Bitch. We'll get the two teams. Let's spin the wheel, Moon, to see what the two teams will be. Here we go. You got to take my name off there.
Yes.
All right, Moon.
Yes.
Who will your teammate be? Let's get that name off. All right, will it be Moon and Scott, Lern, or Rafe? Here we go. It's going to be Moon and Rafe Williams. Together, team it up.
Sweet.
Moon and Rafe versus Lern and King Scott.
The champs.
Yeah. King Scott, get me 4 people on the phone.
I'll call them.
They'll be either Team Lern and Scott or Team Moon and Rafe. If they back the correct team, they will win their choice of tickets. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Do It, Bitch is next. 8:01. Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We have delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Ladue. Looks like we have further south some delays now. 270 eastbound between 55 and Gravois. Your point forecast partly to mostly cloudy skies. High of 77. Right now it's 61 at the Point Studio.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Riz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be in the biz?
Been killing it with Underdog Fantasy. I made some pretty good picks over the weekend. And listen, football season's here. And if you're ready to take your fandom to the next level, there's Underdog Fantasy. Why? Because Underdog lets you win up to 1,000 times your money simply by picking higher or lower on your favorite player stats. So, I don't know, next weekend, if you think Lamar Jackson throws for more or less than 300 yards, you pick higher or lower and potentially cash in pretty big. And again, I've been playing Underdog a lot, and it's a blast. The app is super easy to use. It's exciting to see if your picks pay off. And making picks under Underdog is straightforward, and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up with promo code RIZ, R-I-Z-Z, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash Champions entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RIZZ to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 and older and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org.
All right, Point Fest 2022. It is Liv, and I am so excited. As you know, this is one of my favorite bands ever. The Struts, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
That was a lovely introduction.
So
Thank you very
excited.
much.
So to start, I actually have a prop because I met you guys several years ago. It was backstage at a show, and Luke, you had disappeared for a moment, and I missed an autograph on my favorite piece of merch ever.
Here we go. There's a badge on your bag as well with the Struts on.
So,
Flag.
Ah.
Flag.
if you would be so kind,
Of
my friend.
course. Do you have a pen?
I do.
Fantastic. Of course I will.
That's been waiting there
Since
in
2019.
anticipation.
It's been on my wall, and I'm like,
Oh, it's a
damn
big
it, I
day.
don't have Luke.
Seize the opportunity.
Exactly. I have you guys hostage, so I kind of had to. Thank you so very much.
Pleasure. I'm sorry I didn't sign it
You
before.
had a show to get ready for. That's
I was
totally
getting
fine.
ready. Oh,
you
that
were,
makes
you
sense.
were. You didn't just like bail on me.
No. Okay.
So we got the Struts here. You guys have a lot of new things going on this year. You got a new label. You got a new logo. You got a new single, which I can only assume is there a new album in the works?
Yeah, we've been well. Officially, we started working on a new record like in February.
Okay.
And then we've sort of honed in even harder on the making of it since coming back to LA for the last, like,
I know.
2-3 weeks or so.
Oh, wow.
The aim is to get it done by the end of the year.
Perfect.
All polished and ready to go.
So tell me a little bit about the contrast in, I guess you're making an album the old-fashioned way versus during 2020 when the pandemic hit and you guys quarantined for 10 days and busted out an album.
Yeah, it's very different. It's kind of getting back to, I guess, not what we're kind of used to, but maybe a way. Well, we're basically doing it the way the first two records were kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more thought out.
Sure, less pressure.
We actually tried doing it the same way that we did Strange Days back in
Yeah?
about February. Yeah, we tried it in Nashville to try and repeat that same formula and give ourselves a bit more time than the 10-day target we had before, and didn't quite work. So hence why we kind of experimenting, why it's taken a little bit longer. But
Sure.
I promise you, when stuff does come to fruition, everyone's going to be happy.
Sure, that's great. Now, and I feel like we're entering into a new era of the Struts. I mean, I've been following you guys for a long time, and I even feel like the look is a little bit different. There's not as much bedazzle, not as much sequins happening. We've kind of gotten into the suits thing. So is this like next level Struts happening?
Yeah, I just think I think the best thing about not being able to tour for like 18 months, it really gave us the opportunity to sort of think properly and go, wow, okay, it's 3 records now, and where do we want to go next? What's going on around us? What are our peers doing?
Right now, the Trim Lights SEMO, TrimLightSemo.com. Go to the website and see what I'm talking about. Trim Lights, Southeast Missouri. This is an innovative, patented lighting system that allows customers to have permanent exterior lighting professionally installed on your home or your business that eliminates the hassle and worry about ever having to hang any sort of Christmas or holiday lights ever again. Again, residential and commercial, and I've seen them, and the difference that they've made on some of these businesses. You want a business to really pop, you put something like this up there. Completely controllable, hidden by day, bright at night. If it's not the holidays and you want them off, you turn them off. You want just the front lights on, you turn them on. You have complete control with this app that's on your phone. Amazing. Permanent, lifetime warranty, and millions of colors and options. You can customize how you have it. Right now, we have red going up because we were making jokes about something. We put red up. I'm going to put the Halloween colors up and customize it so it's, 2 bulbs of orange and 2 of purple, and then we'll throw yellow or something in there. It's So much fun, so cool, and so controllable. Again, trimlightsemo.com is the website to go. You can read about them. You can even get a quote right there. See the photo gallery. See the difference it makes. There's a house that during the Blues playoffs had all the Blues colors up there. You can put them on your house or even on your deck. Oh, God, it's amazing. The options are endless. Trimlightsemo. Trimlightsemo.com.
He is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the...
Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com. So, I've been talking about Dr. Huatma and what a great guy he is for many, many years now, for the past 13 plus years. I did my vasectomy live on the radio. It was a landmark broadcast. But Dr. Huatma and South County Urological, not just all vasectomies, they treat kidney stones. If you are somebody who suffers from kidney stones, it's something that runs in families. At South County Urological, they'll treat you with minimally invasive techniques. They have a stone center you can be treated quickly. They'll run tests to see why you're forming stones and give you recommendations to help you prevent future stones. Also, the prostate health stuff. And we've had Dr. Huatma in studio here a bunch of times talking about how important the prostate exams are for guys. Forget the stigma. Get the embarrassment out of your head. Early detection is key to saving your life. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
So we're here at the Burton House. All right, we're here at the Burton House in Eureka, and I've been talking on the air about how they want to get rid of this almost 100-foot tree, 110-foot tree, something like that. My tree guy, Tom, he's almost 77. He's cutting the sucker down with our buddy Ryan. And I got my friend Brad over here helping out. So we're hoping it falls that way and not that way, or that way, or that way. And I asked him, is it going to go that way? And his wisdom was, that's the plan. So we'll see.
Riz. I'm going to give a shout out to Team Riz member Nick Ward, who sent over a movie trailer. If there was a movie about my life, did anybody listen to this on the over the emails?
I wanted to hear it.
This is pretty funny.
Here,
this is a movie trailer about my life.
From the company that brought you Pedo Island, 1057 Productions proudly presents I Am Radio, a Scott Rizzuto story. He was only 9 seconds old when he said his first word. Growing up, Scott knew he didn't want to work on his family's elderberry farm forever.
Oh my God, I got stung. Oh God, there's a wasp.
Bigger plans.
Man.
Dreams of being on the loudspeaker, even though he always wore earmuffs.
Don Imus has died on the air, and we have no radio host to replace him. What are we supposed to do? Howard Stern's too expensive. Well, what about him, sir? Him? He doesn't even know how to tie his skates properly.
We don't need skates tied properly, sir. What we need is a miracle. He'll be rollerblading into your hearts this October. Sir, I believe I'm up for the task. Please give me a chance. What other choice do we have, sir? You put me in a tough spot, son. All right, I'll give you a week. All right, up next, after the break, I will give you a list of the top 10 places to tuck your boner. 9:32 a.m., 84 degrees at the Point Studio. Just when everything seemed lost. The son of a bitch is good. I just hope he's good enough to save this place. On October 32nd, lace up and get ready for I Am Radio, a Scott Rizzuto story.
I can't wait. Thank you, Nick. Can't wait for that movie to come out.
It's gonna be big. He also,
it's gonna be big.
That's funny, man. He sent me a tape of someone getting hit by a flying burrito. Also on my. He's out there doing work.
When you dropped your burrito while skydiving.
Yeah, he sent me actual footage of a child doing a Make-A-Wish skydiving who got hit by my flying burrito. It was very entertaining, Nick. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nick. All right, let's give away some stuff.
Brought to you by Friedrich HVAC Systems. Get serious about comfort and energy savings with Friedrich. Visit Friedrich.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Do It, Bitch. Do It, Bitch. That's right. So, the Great Wheel has decided the teams. It's Moon and Rafe versus Lern and King Scott.
Champs.
So each team will have a gambler and a guesser. The guesser will leave the room. I will give the gamblers a category. They'll go back and forth betting how many things their teammate will get in each category in 10 seconds. If the gambler thinks the other team has overplayed their hand, they'll say, do it, bitch. We'll bring the guessers back in. We'll see if the guesser can make good on the gamble. We'll play best of 5, and losing team gets shot with the airsoft gun. All right, I know Lern wrote down who will be the first gambler and guesser, so I go to Team Moon. And Team Rafe, who will be your first gambler? Who will be your first guesser?
I shall gamble first.
All right, Moon will be the first gambler for Team Moon and Rafe. And for the other side, Lern will be the first gambler.
Do it, bitch.
So I'm going to ask the guessers, the first guessers, to leave the room.
Do we want the people on the...
Oh, yeah, that's right, Scott. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
We need to give away some stuff. I was so excited.
So excited to shoot one of us.
We've got Pointer Guys tickets. We've got Seether and Skillet tickets. We got tickets to go see Primus, Perfect Circle, and Pussifer. And we got tickets to go see Kaleo. Okay, let's go to line number 1. Hello, Tiffany. Tiffany, hello. Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany.
Line,
Tiffany is out. Shane, hello.
She's nice.
I'm here.
All right, Shane, Team Moon and Rafe or Team Lern and Scott?
Rafe.
Moon and Rafe, okay. Hang on one second. Chris, what team are you going with? Hello, Chris.
I'll take Lern and the King.
Lern and King, hang on.
Yeah.
And Jeff, what team's going to be?
Marnin.
Marnin.
Gonna go with the Moon Rafer.
Moon Rafe. Okay, hang on. All right, guessers out.
That sounds like a new cracker. The Moon Rafer. Like it's got a vanilla taste to it.
Guessers out.
Clear out the brain. Bring in JC. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
JZ. Bring everybody.
The guessers are leaving the room, and I will give the gamblers, Lern and Moon, our first category.
Okay.
So in 10 seconds, how many Tom Hanks movies will your teammate be able to name? The category is Tom Hanks movies.
Love a Tom Hanks movie.
Now, since the wheel landed on Moon's name first, I will start with you.
Okay.
How many Tom Hanks movies will Rafe be able to name in 10 seconds?
6.
6. Wow.
Can King Scott do 7?
Let's see. There's Big. There's Castaway. There's A League of Their Own.
Listen, he could roll through Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3.
That's true.
Now, what if he says Toy Story 1, 2, 3? Is that going to count as 3?
Yeah, we can count that. Either one. If they go
Can we
just
agree?
1, 2, and 3.
But can we agree if they say these words, Toy Story 1, 2, and
yes,
3?
I'm thinking that's great. Both people would save time.
Are you okay with that
Whatever
counting?
you guys want, man.
It's not whatever you guys want. I'm asking you a question.
Okay, yes.
6.
Fine. Well,
Okay,
yes.
you're okay with that.
Yeah,
You're okay
I'm
with that?
I'm okay with
I
whatever
just want
you guys
complete
are.
clarification.
Yes.
Because I didn't say anything.
Okay. I love it.
I'm going to
that's
say
how
do
Lern
it,
sounds.
bitch. That's what I sound like?
Do it, bitch?
Excuse me, what?
What? Did you say do it, bitch?
I said do it,
All
bitch.
right. All right.
Yeah, let's see what Rafe's up to today.
right. Come on.
6.
I think he's going to get all up in his head.
He says he's a movie man. I trust him. I trust that he's a movie man. He's got
Oh, did you calling him in?
Well, yeah. I mean,
It's not your job. You are a contestant.
It's not your job. That's what Scott Rizzuto sounds like.
I'm the guy that calls people in.
This
You're
is
right.
just normal do it, bitch
I apologize
behavior,
that I've upset you in this already.
Well, because we could have been still talking about stuff.
Well, what are we going to talk about? The fact that we're
Not anything anymore.
We're about to be up one.
Now you're
Not anything anymore.
I don't even see them.
Where are they?
I don't know. This is so
in the
annoying. They're
sewer
not even
hallway.
there. Oh,
Oh, there they
hey guys.
We couldn't tell. It looked like Moon was waving us in, but you
See,
didn't
you see
turn.
what
The
happened?
queen was not pleased about that.
I apologize
We didn't
for
call
the confusion.
We were like, not until Her Majesty turns and gives us the wave.
Guys,
What?
the number is 6. And King Scott, are you ready
I'm ready.
to watch Rafe do it?
Okay.
Because
That's good.
Rafe Williams,
Okay.
you are up first.
Okay.
Team Rafe and Moon versus Team Lern and Scott.
Champs.
Rafe, in 10 seconds, I need you to name at least 6 Tom Hanks movies.
Big, The Burbs, Castaway, Forrest Gump, Sully. God, what's that movie called? We're done.
Sorry, dude. I thought you were going to go Saving Private Ryan.
We're done.
Philadelphia.
My brain was done.
We did Toy Story
Absolutely
1,
done.
2, 3.
Volcano.
We even had a discussion of like if he says Toy Story
I
1, 2,
assumed you
and
would
3.
not take animated.
Apollo 13.
Okay, well,
I thought you had it. It's all right. You got stuck on the Sully thing, which I think was actually called Sully.
I think,
wasn't
yeah, I think
it was called
So
Sully.
you already nailed that. That's why I was like, keep going.
Solid golly. And, yeah.
Did
only
not think
did
you would take Toy
5.
Story.
You only did 5. Okay.
It's all good. It's all right. We'll bounce
Lern.
back.
Great job.
You know what's a great Tom Hanks movie is the Money Pit.
That one is
That would
one
have
of
been
the
going
top.
for me to say, yes.
The Money Pit, I think, is one of those underrated Tom Hanks movies. That's him and Shelley Long.
Yeah. She's a goofball.
Thank you for asking permission. Yes, new guessers out.
Man, I was done. Got to the Sully movie, and my brain was like, that is all the Tom Hanks we have time for today.
Okay, guys. We have King Scott. We have Rafe Williams here.
Present.
The new category is St. Louis area high schools. How many St. Louis area high schools will your teammates be able to name in 10 seconds? I will
This
take
wasn't mine.
I will take public and private ones.
Is this, the Metro then?
St. Louis Metro.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to start with King Scott because I started with Moon last round. King Scott, in 10 seconds, how many St. Louis metro area high schools can Lern name?
She could easily, I mean, this is kind of an easy no-brainer one. I think she can go, let's go big. Let's go 3.
3. Can Moon do 4?
3. I'll speed this up and say 6.
Moon can do 6. Can Lern do 7?
She's not from the city, but she's been here a long time.
Been here a long time.
She went
That's
to
the
high
tough
school
part.
here, though.
Oh, in the city? Or in
She
the-
was in the metro area.
Can Lern do 7?
Because I feel like the 6 is really easy. I mean, he has kids in high school all over town, like every high school.
Every high school's got somebody from the Moon Brood.
I'm gonna say she can do 7.
Can Lern do? Can Lern do 8? I'm sorry. Can Moon do 8?
I think he can, but I don't think I'm going to make him. I think I'm going to say do it, bitch.
Okay. So
You think?
it's 7 on Lern. 7 on Lern. Okay. Let's bring him in. Here we go. Bringing Moon and Lern back into the room. Round number 2 of Do It, Bitch.
Welcome back.
Here come the new guessers. Lern and Moon. The number is 7.
Wow, 7.
The number is 7.
Heavy, boy. That's heavy.
And Lern, I'm going to need you to stay right there.
Yes.
Because you are up.
Let's go.
It's on you. The number is 7. In 10 seconds, I need you to name at least 7 St. Louis metro area high schools.
Lindbergh, Kirkwood, Glendale, Chesterfield, Marquette, North St. Louis City High.
Is there a Glendale High School?
I don't know, man.
And there's no Chesterfield High School.
I don't know.
So,
That's Marquette, right? Yeah, I didn't get that one. I don't got no kids.
Yeah, but
I don't know what, and I didn't go to school over here. That's okay.
For what it's worth, I think you could have done 8, but I didn't want to make you.
Could you have done 8, you think?
For sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's always hindsight.
He's got a kid in each high
Everybody's
school.
so cocky
Brother,
afterwards.
I've been to 8 high schools in the last couple months.
I said you have a
I've never
kid in
been to
every
any of the
at
ones.
these football games.
I said you have a kid in every one of these high schools.
My daughter teaches at a high school. My father taught at a high school. My mother was at a high school. I went to a high school.
Okay, it's 1-to-1.
I've been to 50 of them this last 2 football seasons.
Because I knew that either
1,
way, there was
1, 2, 1.
I don't know.
All right, let's get the.
That's a tough one.
Next.
That was tough.
Guesser's out.
What's the?
He had to go higher than 6.
Well, see, it's funny. It's like Illinois high schools are like Belleville, Belleville West, Belleville East, Columbia High School, Waterloo, Jabot. Like I could rattle those off. But St. Louis, I never have been to a St. Louis high school before.
There's the easy ones though. Had you landed like on a parkway, you're like,
Parkway, north, south,
Parkway north,
east.
Parkway south.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, I mean, you could go through the Catholic ones: Vianney, DeSmet, CBC.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Bummer. All right.
I even said I will accept public and private. So.
Cool. Disappointing. Sorry, everybody.
No, don't stress on that, man.
Okay, the
That
next
was
category.
not a bad showing.
The next category is animals with tails.
Oh, so many.
People are gonna get so lost.
Animals that have tails.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started with Scott last time. I'm going back to Moon. Moon, how many animals with tails
Yeah, animals.
can
with
Rafe name
tails.
in 10 seconds? And they pretty much all have tails.
They all have tails. Turtle has a tail. I mean, monkey,
They pretty much all have tails.
porcupine.
Show me 7.
7.
I
Can
think-
Scott do 8?
He can do 9.
Holy smokes! Oh, jumping numbers. Learn jumping numbers, LOL.
Can Rafe do 10?
You know what? I'm certain that he can.
Name an
But-
animal that does not have a tail.
An Aussie. He better damn well not be naming no Aussie in this.
Oh, that's
Aussie
got
has a tail.
They
That's
dock
got a
it,
tail.
don't they?
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, but it's still, there's
they
still a
have one.
nub.
Okay, so let's discuss. You're gonna accept something like Aussie? It's a dog, right? It's
Right.
a one
That's
one
a one-
answer.
it's a dog.
We're not talking about labs. You can't go through breeds of dog.
Yeah.
Okay, so
are
one
we-
breed of each animal. So like a dog, cat, horse,
Right.
Yeah.
monkey, bear.
Yeah, go ahead and do it, bitch. I think he's gonna get caught up on the tail thing and,
9.
and start thinking
Well-
too much about whether something has a tail before he
Now,
says
obviously,
it.
in the spirit of the category, if somebody starts going, Aussie lab, we're all in agreement that that's wrong.
Correct. I don't think that's gonna
But
happen.
are
I
you
don't think
going
it's gonna
to?
happen.
How are you going to stipulate that before he gets
I'm going to say
started?
animal. There's no
I
stipulation.
don't think
Animals
he
with
can.
tails.
I don't think
Animals
he can.
with tails.
Animals that have tails. Okay, so it's Scott's up at 9.
Yeah.
What's
yes.
up? Let's see what
Yeah,
our boy
yes.
can do.
Okay,
Better earn it.
he's gonna. Okay, guys. The number is 9. 9 is the number.
Boy. All right.
That's the number.
Scott. Oh,
Yes, sir.
King Scott, you're up.
Okay. Thank you.
You got this.
The number
Thank
is
you.
Believe in you
9.
so hard right now.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Don't overthink it.
I'm not.
Don't
Okay.
underthink it.
Sully. Okay.
Scott, in 10 seconds, I need you to name at least 9 animals that have tails.
Dogs, cat, mouse. There's kangaroo. There's a lion, elephant. We got ostrich, emu, llama.
Does an emu have a tail?
Actually, yes,
Does
they
an
do. They
ostrich
have a little
have a
frog.
tail?
Does an ostrich have a tail?
Yes.
Emu
Does
tail.
plumage count?
Plumage is counting.
Ooh, I'm sorry, guys.
You guys discussed this.
Does emus have tail? If threatened,
Ostriches
they rattle
do
the
not have tails.
ostrich. Well, emus do. They have stiff tail feathers.
Ostriches do not have tails.
So they don't
on
have
them.
tail feathers? They
Then
don't have
that's-
tails?
then that's it.
Hang on, on, hold up.
A tail feather is not a tail.
Yeah, it is.
It's a
no,
tail
it's not.
feather.
No, it's a feather that's called a tail feather because it's on the back.
Go to an actual
I
source
just
here,
asked,
not that one.
okay, do ostriches have tails? Ostriches are tall, flightless birds with long necks, muscular claw-like feet. Their bulky bodies are covered in large, puffy feathers. Adult males have black feathers and white tails. While females are mostly covered in brown feathers. The males have white tails.
White tail feathers or white tails?
It says white
Look
tails.
at that right there. White tail.
Wikipedia says it does have a tail.
But it also says that it doesn't.
Well, it says it
You
does.
err on the side of correct.
On the animal guide.
Did you get 9? You got 9 on the nose.
You got 9 on the nose.
I say we call it correct.
Thank you, guys.
No way.
It says,
You know what's wild? We were trying to think of what animal does. Pretty much they all do.
yeah.
Pretty much all.
Well, I
of
was
them do.
confused. I'm like, I don't want to repeat myself, and I couldn't remember what I'd said.
Yeah,
so
I mean, of
No, you
course
did great.
that's why I jumped to Austin.
I love that
Of
you went to
course.
birds.
You have the one.
Two animals that had questionable tails. Almost every other animal in the kingdom.
You know what?
But I did it.
It's a questionable tail. It's not no tail.
It says clearly there's a tail.
You could have said any fish.
No, there's nothing clear about
There's nothing
any of
clear
this.
about that.
Any
It says
reptile.
tail. T-A-L.
Do emos have a tail?
He
Do not
found
have
the
a tail.
only thing that is
Says it
even
too.
debatable that has a tail or not.
Yeah, it talks about tail feathers, but that's
You know
not
what? We
a
did not
tail.
stipulate. We said
It
if you
said
started
tail.
going down,
Time out.
if you would have said lab,
No,
cocker
no, no,
spaniel,
no,
blah blah
no,
blah.
no.
When
we
someone
didn't
says,
talk about this.
When someone says name an animal with a tail, you know what we're talking about. Everyone's talking about a tail.
Shake your tail feather.
Well, they shouldn't
it's
say
a tail,
that they have
it's a feather
tails.
on a tail.
No, we're
If
not
they don't
talking
have
about
tails,
feathers.
why do they say they have tails?
We're not talking about feathers. We're talking about
What
tails.
tails?
Like,
Tell
I
stories.
mean, this is clearly obvious,
the
and I
back
know what
part
you're
that
saying.
hangs
Would you say a beaver has a tail?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Oh,
the ostrich
really?
does. They're both birds.
That is clear.
Giant. They have a giant paddle-like tail.
They're known for their teeth and tails.
Like we're talking about a tail. What the hell does a
Come
tail
on,
even
man.
mean?
Like,
I'm
what
going to
do
say,
we do
Are you
here?
kidding
I'll
me?
accept
It
it.
says tail right
but
there.
it also says does not have a tail.
Yeah, but that's a dumb.
But that's-
it's this website it won't even open.
Yeah, the stupid website won't even open. And the Smithsonian, dude.
It
the
says-
Smithsonian
does-
is
do-
saying it has one.
Do emus have tails? Does not have a tail.
Yeah, it won't open. But if you go to the wiki, it says it does.
Emu
And
tail.
wiki's never wrong.
I got so much emu
I mean,
tail.
but
on
we
my screen
understand
right
what we're
now.
all envisioning when someone says tail.
It doesn't matter, but it says the word tail.
I'll say this.
Well, then ducktail.
Yeah.
Then
I'm proud
I
of
have a
you that you
ducktail
got
right
to
now.
9,
Thank you.
and I'm willing to come your way a little bit.
I mean, it's
I understand what you're saying. I understand how you're arguing for it as I'm
There's like
doing the same
okay,
thing.
9.
Okay.
name capitals in
There
the
are
US.
a bunch of different
Capital Grill.
Listen, Moon. I'm on a bunch of different websites. It does say it has a tail.
With the emu?
An ostrich. Does ostrich do have tails? Whitetail.
Hey, you do
The
whatever
male
you
ones have
feel.
tail.
Truth or
white
do
tails.
ostriches
Feel
really
right.
better than? Scott, I hate you so much.
I didn't
You
know
could
this
have
was
said
going to be so.
pig.
I thought this would be the least of the controversial.
Oh, it's
of
very
everything,
controversial.
Of everything.
Yeah.
Like, of
Why is everything so easy on
of
this show?
Like of all the categories I came up with, I'm like this. Animals
This
have
will have
tails.
no problem.
I just
Those
typed
are
in
tails.
what
Those are
animals
tails.
don't have tails. Very few. Humans, great apes, gorillas, frogs, snails, oysters, and sand dollars.
There you go.
All right.
No ostrich.
Ooh,
nor
and I almost said
emu.
sand dollar.
Also,
And it's
Jenny,
like you could have said so many things.
Go ahead.
That's like
Count it then. I don't. Who cares?
I think it counts.
it's wild.
It counts.
Jenny says if threatened, emus and ostriches wiggle their little tails.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
I remember last week's controversy, but
It
let's.
was 2 weeks ago.
let's
Come
count
on,
this.
man. Why you got to bring that up?
Oh, I'm just because I mean, there's a consistency.
There is no
Proud of
consistency.
you.
Here we know
I'm
that.
so proud
That
of
was
you
a,
right
that
now.
was
I
also
knew you
a
could do it.
who bids first controversy. This was just
This
an
is
answer.
just an answer. This is answer.
This is much simpler.
And we
All
were
right,
thinking that it was
let's
going to be a
accept.
dog thing, that you were going to start rattling off dogs, and that was going to be the controversy. But
Oh,
we
I
said
didn't
no.
think of breed. I
No,
just
we-
thought like
It wouldn't have
animal.
counted.
It wouldn't have counted. We
Oh,
said
okay,
it wouldn't
okay.
have.
Good. I went the right route then.
Okay, I'm going to give you that one.
Thank you.
Well, now we know.
We called to the home office.
Anybody out there that's taking any biology tests today, if you get it wrong, you
If
can
you happen
argue.
to have,
Argue it.
plan this tape.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to
'cause
Wiki.
This is
prove your case
decisive.
on Wiki.
I love emu tails.
Okay. Gamblers, stay here. New guessers, get out.
Okay.
Emu and ostrich. You got it. I mean, honestly,
I'm so proud. I'm
I'm
so,
so
proud of you.
mad at you.
Yeah,
Well, I kind of thought those would help me get to something else, and I'm like, okay, I could just say things, and it's gonna
Emu
work.
and an ostrich. Literally everything has a tail.
Including.
Okay. Lern and King Scott are up 2-1. The next category is, and we've had this category before, U.S. presidents. U.S. presidents. Moon bet first last round. I am going to go with King Scott here. King Scott,
Yes.
how many U.S. presidents can Lern name in 10 seconds? And again, we've had this before, this category. I'm not sure with this combo of
people,
of people.
But this should be kind of a shoe.
I've done this one before.
And we got election
I think it was
coming up.
high. I think I did it was one of the higher ones.
Okay, good. Well, bet accordingly.
I'm going to say she can easily do 5.
5. Can Moon do 6?
Yes, 6.
Can Lern do 7?
She can do 7.
Can Moon do 8?
Total.
8 U.S. presidents. Can you name 8 U.S. presidents? We will accept
Taft,
last names.
Garfield. I mean, they're all the easy
But
ones.
he's got to say Bush twice and Roosevelt twice.
I'll say 8.
Can Lern Elwell do 9?
She can. There's a lot of words, though. Just say long words with syllables. I'm going to say, do it, bitch.
Okay.
All right.
8 is the number
could do
for
it, though.
Moon Valjean. All right,
Well, if you
bring
thought
him in.
that, you just said 9.
Let's go.
So technically, you didn't believe in her at all.
Nice.
Technically, it's your lack of belief that you're resting this game on.
Okay, here come the guessers.
Here come the high
Here
guesser.
come the
Where the
guessers.
rock.
All right, the number is
I'll tell you-
8, guys.
I'll tell you what, both of us are totally in our zones. While we were out there, one of us was standing on our heads, doing a headstand for the entire period in which you guys were gambling, and the other was playing a guitar signed by Metallica.
Yeah.
To pass the time.
We
I didn't know
that
Lern played guitar.
That's why your head is smashed. You were on your head.
That's right. I was on my head.
His fingers are bleeding.
Let's switch spots because
All
Moon,
right.
you're up.
Alrighty. I love how the people come out of the woodwork every once in a while just to mention about
Wait,
how I
are you-
complain about everything in the chat, and you're like, okay, man.
You look in the chat right now?
That's our job.
You guys are so cool.
Wait, is chat saying any hints there?
Nah.
Okay.
Hey, dude.
What?
Hey, man. You
Hey,
got
man.
this, bro.
Oh, yeah, all right.
You got this.
What's up, brother? Yeah. All right, here we
What's
go.
the number?
Did you guys just
Get
do like
square.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, we did a Schwarzenegger. Dylan.
Am I DeVito?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, That's how we get pumped.
All right, the number is 8.
All right.
Learn, you ready with the timer?
Oh, yeah.
In 10 seconds, I need you to name Moon Valjean at least 8 U.S. presidents.
Lincoln, Jefferson, Adams, Washington, Biden, Obama, Trump, Bush Senior, and Clinton.
Good.
And okay.
Good work.
Good. Yeah, brother.
And you did exactly what I needed. Bush.
I wanted that to you just stumble a little.
Bush.
Good job. Gathered your thoughts.
Wow.
And rattled them off.
Tight. Complain about that,
Good
Rich.
job.
You bitch.
Oh, whoa.
Do it, bitch.
All right, listen.
Do it, Rich.
We got one final round to go, and we're going to do it after the break, okay?
Oh, boy.
Ah, the old icing. We're icing now.
All right, it is 8:38. The final round of Do It, Bitch will be next.
Killer.
Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. It looks like we have severe delays now, 270 eastbound between Dunn Road and 170. That is backing up and getting worse. There's a vehicle fire on the entry ramps 64 northbound from North 40 Drive eastbound there. So look out. Your Point forecast, partly to mostly cloudy skies. High of 77 right now. It's 62 at the Point studio.
Who is Trailer Trash Tammy? What happens when you combine random internet trends into a single video? What is a mukbang? And are we so desperate to be distracted from our own reality that we resorted to binging videos of people shoveling anything edible into their face hole? More on that today.
On your future, because you are on your way to a job that you just, oh man, this sucks. I don't like what I'm doing. I don't like who I'm working for, or I've kind of reached the peak. There's no going anywhere from here. Well, imagine transforming your life and career in just a couple months. I'm telling you, by the new year, you could be ready for a career in technology when you sign up with Centric. Centric Training. You've got the power to rewrite your story, and you can do it starting today. Dive into Centric's accelerator program, their tech program, whether you're into coding or cybersecurity or network administration, they got you covered. In as little as 4 months, you could get the skills you need with hands-on training that sets you up for real-world success, and they are with you every single step of the way. They'll help you land that first job. Hey, if you're coming out of the military and you're looking for a civilian job, this is perfect. Use your GI Bill or VA benefits to fund your tuition. And here's the best part. You choose how to learn. On-site, online, day, evening, or the flex option, Centric's flexible learning fits your life. It's not the other way around. With new programs starting all the time, the right moment is whenever you are ready. Change your life in 3 easy steps by going to centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. It's great to see you
We're
guys.
our invisible
third member.
Yes,
Hey,
yes,
how
yes.
you doing?
We're the hail half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different
It was
lifetime.
probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All
It
right,
is.
we're playing the steeple right now, which is
thank you guys for
fantastic.
spinning it, yeah.
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it's like from the first day, people are singing songs that like I'm having trouble remembering.
You know, it's funny. I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics,
and,
you know?
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs, and I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
How do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write sucks underneath if I don't like it. I see how it is.
You have the ability to add on, I guess. I suppose it's so crazy though how that happens. And there have been so many bands in my life. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many bands I've loved, but I just cannot bring myself to the dedication of some of these folks to getting the tattoo. I mean, like, I love the. example, I love The Simpsons more than almost anything in the history of ever.
Yes.
You know, and I have been thinking about a Millhouse tattoo for a very long time, but I can't pull the trigger.
Just can't do it.
So these folks that are like getting lyrics and stuff, I applaud you for being so hardcore.
It's a beautiful thing because, you know, likewise, I don't think I would do that for my favorite band. So it makes us feel so incredibly special and you know, throughout everything that we've all been going through for the past couple years, it's just so nice to like have that fellowship. And I feel like it's even more intense now. Like it's almost like these songs are no longer just this entertainment for people. It's like their lifeblood and something that they need. And so just to be a part of that is amazing.
I think now more than ever, everyone really appreciates being able to go out and see live music again because it was taken away from us.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain or shine.
Even in the
They're
rain.
here.
Well, you know, because like you guys know, there is just an exceptional kind of release that you get at a show that cannot be duplicated through any other thing. Just sitting there or standing there and being able to just kind of sit in it is so amazing.
It is. Believe me, we tried to fill that hole with every possible thing.
Download that.
You can't do that.
Like a lot of bands tried doing virtual shows, and God bless them for entertaining the fans when they couldn't come to shows, but it's definitely not the same.
Yeah, it's nothing like it.
Wasn't
Nothing.
the same.
You can physically feel the gray cloud being lifted from your life when you're at a show.
Yeah.
And it happens with us too. Like we're on stage playing every show like it's going to be stolen from us.
Magic moment.
And it's just beautiful to be able to live in the now.
I feel as though, and I don't know this because I don't know you guys really well, I feel like you would be a very competitive band in a situation like this where you're not going last. I feel as though, because I have, you know, friends in bands that kind of like it a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because they kind of like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? Well, you want to see what's going on after this? We'll
Follow
find
that
out.
killer.
You know what I mean? Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Especially considering that like we've been on a headlining run and a couple of them now and just on this new album cycle. And so I don't know, it's really fun. It's like wham bam, thank you ma'am, follow that killer.
Me and Jacoby are in a constant energy battle.
Yes.
See who can bring it harder.
Yes.
And well, he wins every time. Dude, it's insane. Yeah.
So that guy, number of years ago, we're out here interviewing. It's 475 degrees, as it tends to be in St. Louis in the summer. Mid-question, my dude takes his pants off. And then when I had trouble getting back on track with the interview, it just turned into a total disaster. And Jacoby just took it over.
Yeah.
It ended up being a great thing, but for a while I was like, I don't even know where this is going.
It's no longer your interview.
Right.
You knew what you walked into. It is Jacoby.
So a couple weeks ago, Lizzie, I saw you tweet something about today is a day to enjoy your favorite guilty pleasure music or something along those lines. I am so fascinated. When I saw that tweet, I was like, I cannot wait to ask him what your guilty pleasure music is. Because right now, I have such a hard time with the guilty pleasure aspect of it because I like what I like.
Yeah, it's not even really that guilty anymore. And I've accepted most of my cheesy side of myself. And most people know like the different levels of it.
Calling all licensed plumbers, Hoffman Brothers is growing, and they want you on their winning team. Now, the Hoffman Brothers plumbers, they fix everything from leaky faucets to full system installs, and they offer top pay in the industry plus a sign-on bonus opportunity. Yeah, that's right, a sign-on bonus. Also, 3 weeks paid time off, an 8% 401k match, a company van with gas. They'll give you a phone and an iPad. It's all on them. And they even provide tools and training. And it's a year-round, family-friendly job with a fantastic company culture. All the employees there are happy. Plus, bonus programs to keep your wallet happy. And you want to know why Hoffman Brothers is a place to be? Because the team is dedicated to excellence, whether it be servicing their customers or they're committed to creating a positive work environment for all the employees over there. So when you join Hoffman Brothers, you're joining something special. So what are you waiting for? Apply at HoffmanBros.com, HoffMann Bros.com. Hoffman Brothers is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
All right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along.
Yeah,
I can see that. Sure.
I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time.
Yeah,
like,
kind of the same, right?
I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Nice. No stories, no backstories.
There's
Okay,
lots.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
There is, whenever it is.
Hey, did you guys know that Coca-Cola had a new spiced flavor? It was called Coca-Cola Spiced.
Can we stop this? I just feel like when you got something good, like Coca-Cola is perfect. It will be around when we're all dead.
Yes.
Okay.
For a long, long time.
For a long, long time. It's great. It doesn't need to be reinvented. We just want it cold.
You are slowly morphing into me, because that's what I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to
including
me.
can we stop this?
I'm turning into you.
Can we stop this weird flavor Coca-Cola cola thing?
My feed's been blowing up with people saying this Coca-Cola Oreo is off the chain.
What the heck is that?
That sounds disgusting to me.
So it's an Oreo with Coca-Cola flavor.
Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, and I've been seeing a bunch of people that just
are saying
come
it's
out
great.
That it's amazing. That it's, in fact, a lot of the stuff I'm seeing is like, this sounds disgusting. It's one of the greatest things I've ever had.
Whoa!
You're saying a Coca-Cola flavored Oreo?
Coca-Cola flavored Oreo.
I'm saying an Oreo flavored Coca-Cola, a liquid.
A liquid.
Oh wait, a liquid?
Yeah.
Yes.
No thanks.
No, are you sure, bro? Look. When I look it up, there are Oreos, limited edition Oreo Coca-Cola flavor.
Yeah, I've heard about those. I didn't hear the other
But
way
you're
around.
saying
though.
this is happening?
I'm saying.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, I've seen those in the stores. I didn't know. I thought it was just some sort of edgy
Coke
Coke.
Zero is okay. So it's Coke Zero, which is the sugar-free, and limited edition
Oreo.
But what? What?
Fizzy cookie flavored.
I don't know, man.
No thanks.
I'm sure it's good for you.
I can't see that being bad.
I thought
I
this
don't
was
need
fake.
this.
It looked fake.
I know I don't need it.
But here it is on Walmart's site.
When I'm in a hankering for a Coke, I go through McDonald's drive-through because it is the best. It is the best served Coca-Cola out of any restaurant.
Because they turn the syrup up.
God bless them.
Oh, dude, the South County Lion's Choice had the Dr. Pepper syrup on 11 back in the day. It was
This goes to 11.
God, it was so great. I would go past the Sunset Hills one just to get to the South and Lindbergh one because the syrup was just...
Yeah, they dial it up at McDonald's. But so this Coca-Cola new spice flavor came out 6 months ago. How's it going? Already off the shelves.
Yeah, we don't want it.
Well, no one's
Bye.
heard about it.
The company said they're pulling Coca-Cola Spice to make room for a new flavor set to launch next year. And spiced Coke was the company's newest permanent flavor. Not anymore. I guess not that permanent. It was created to attract Gen Zers' thirst for punchier flavors, is what they say.
They're drinking the poppy. They're not even drinking Coke. This is a millennial old person thing. They will drink it eventually in their old life.
I wonder, was spiced Coke meant to be like Dr. Pepper?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh. You can't compete with Dr. Pepper. Get out of our face.
Right.
I think they were trying to get like a Dr. Pepper thing going on.
Oh. I just assumed it was alcohol.
No.
Like Captain and Coke.
Oh, yeah, spiced. You can't use that word.
Spiced.
That does sound like
spiced.
booze.
Spiced,
not
it's close
spiked.
enough. I think Rafe's right. I bet you a lot of people thought it was boozy.
I just assumed it was like, oh, you think Captain and Coke knocks your little socks off? What if the Coke had spices too? And they just can't say that.
Yeah.
It's sexy Coke.
Yeah, it wasn't actually spicy. It was, they said it was natural, traditional Coke flavor with raspberry notes. And I think they were trying to go after Dr. Pepper.
Stand down.
So Coca-Cola didn't offer a reason why it, got rid of the drink, but confusion about the flavor and lack of awareness could have contributed to this thing being a total bomb. And Coca-Cola said in a statement, the company's always looking for what customers like and adjusting flavors accordingly. Failure, somebody's getting fired. So spiced Coke, gone. Bye. See ya. Hey, you guys ready to finish this do it bitch thing off?
Yeah,
Ready for the break.
I feel like the listeners hanging on the phone are probably ready for it too.
They're fine.
One of them's on a payphone note. It's costing a lot of money.
He keeps putting quarters in.
Yeah, more dimes.
All right, so let's Who guessed last time?
People on the
I
phone.
guessed last time, and I crushed
Moon and
the
I
US
are in here.
presidents.
These two are out.
Oh, you got the presidents right. So let's
I mean,
get
if you guys want to do it again.
Rafe and King Scott out.
Are people still on the phone for
Yeah, they
real?
are. Two of them are. One dropped off. They'll call back. They got nothing else going on. I honestly, I forgot about him.
I figured. I was
forgot
like,
about him.
oh, he's doing another story.
Yep, I forgot. So I'm sorry, guys.
There's people waiting to conclude and see if they got tickets or not. Sorry to whoever does not get tickets.
I
and
hope
waited
Chris
on the
stayed on
phone
the
for
line.
40
That's
minutes.
our guy.
All right. So the final category for this round of Do It Bitch is U.S. state capital cities.
Oh, no.
U.S. state capital cities. I'm going to start with Moon.
Yeah.
In 10 seconds, how many U.S. state capital cities can Rafe Williams name in 10 seconds?
5.
5. How many can King Scott name?
He's kind of a nerd guy, so I think he could do well. I'm going to say 6.
Do it, bitch.
Wow, just like that. And
Just
I think
like that.
I think that's a smart move, and I'll tell you why. Let him win or lose.
That's right. It's on him.
It's on him.
It's on Scott. He's already brought home a
All the
solid
pressure's
point.
on Scott.
He's having a great day.
An undisputed solid point. And I'm going to make
Mr.
him.
Emu.
You know, Mr. Emu 2024. Yeah.
Come on in, bird feather. Let's go.
Birds of a feather is what they say.
Oh, he did it first. He did it first.
I know, God
They won't.
forbid.
They won't
Oh, they
take my
want to know.
word.
It's good. They've got him trained well.
I was pointing it. I was like, he did it first. You guys just didn't see it.
There.
All right, here you guys go with the final round, the final category. And Rafe, the heat is off of you. It's on Scott.
Okay, I was waiting.
Just real
The
fast.
heat is off, and the number
I
is
believe in your
the number
brain.
6.
Okay.
6.
6.
Pretty low.
You know this.
King Scott for the win.
Permafrost.
In 10 seconds, I need you to name at least 6 U.S. state capital cities.
Jefferson City, Columbus, oh my gosh, Sacramento, Austin, Auburn, Albany.
So close.
5.
You did so
Why
good.
did my brain? Springfield's the easy one.
5. And
You did great.
congratulations
That's a
to
bit net, baby.
Moon
You did
Des
good.
Moines,
and Rafe Williams,
not Des Moines.
winners
So
right.
close,
of
dude.
today's edition of Do It Bitch.
You did so good. You're very competitive today, and I'm impressed.
I lost it for
Also, congratulations to Shane and Zach.
Let's
Man,
see
I
who.
thought you were going for Augusta when you said
know.
Or
Auburn.
San Jefferson.
He's so close to 2 of them.
Shane and Jefferson, can you get their info? We'll
Augusta?
shoot you after.
Augusta is Maine.
Can we see if you're getting shot? Because that's always fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm on the wheel.
That's right. You are on.
Well, you're great host today,
Peeler
by
is
the way.
Montpelier one.
That's Vermont, I believe.
Yeah, that's Vermont. Hey, give it up for the host.
Okay.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah. Way to go, pal. Way to
Okay,
host
let's
your own
see.
show and do your job today.
And leave the callers on the phone.
And ice us for 20 minutes.
Right.
Hey. Hey, guys, come on, stop it.
I'm spinning the wheel to
Great
see
job,
if
Stop
you're getting a
it.
good shot.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, will I be getting shot? I will not be getting shot
There is
today.
no justice on a Wednesday.
Man, I'll tell you what, no justice.
All right. I will not be getting shot today. But Lern and Scott will.
I'll be getting shot for the second time, 2 days in a row. Yes.
And because you're being mean to me,
You're going to shoot me?
I'm actually taking pleasure in seeing you
Okay.
shot today in the ass. So, okay, before the shots, get to emails, RizZoe1057thepoint.com, or you can send your instant feedback to the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Okay, guys, listen here.
Okay.
It says, if you could read this before Thursday and give advice, I'd appreciate it.
It is before Thursday. It's
Today's Wednesday. We've done it.
Done it. Mission accomplished, guys. Thanks for the email. Okay.
Next.
I'm going to sum this up as best I can, but we went to a music festival last year. My boyfriend tried to sleep with my best friend, who's also his best friend.
Okay. So let's slow down.
Okay, yeah.
Because this is, I believe this is a.
Take it all in.
I'm making a Venn diagram.
Yeah, I need to connect the dots here. So you went to a music festival?
That's right. Went to a music festival last year.
Yeah.
My boyfriend tried to sleep with my best friend.
Tried to. Okay.
That's right. Who was also his best friend.
Oh, so they have the same best friend. Interesting.
Yes.
So
it
I
sounds like
have
a
here
tricycle
her
situation.
boyfriend and then BFF in the middle of this Venn diagram. I'm up to speed right now.
She's a lesbian.
Okay.
Oh.
Curveball.
All three of us. All three of us
put
are.
that in your little Venn diagram.
I just drew a picture of a taco in my Venn diagram.
All three of us so close.
Okay.
I stayed at camp after the headliner. She came to me after that and told me that he tried to sleep with her. Like put her hand on his stuff.
Red flag.
There have been other flags that have nothing to do with her, but this annual festival is coming up again. I have this trauma related to it. I feel so stuck. Am I dumb for even typing this because I am clearly an idiot? But I thought I'd ask your take. Like, why would he do this? He had drank a lot, but his behavior is bizarre. For context, he and I were best friends for 7 years before we got together. Been together for 2. That's it. That's the email.
Why before Thursday?
Yeah, what happens today?
Music festival starts Thursday.
I think the festival coming up this weekend.
Oh, Evolution Fest, maybe.
Must be.
Must be.
Huh.
We could have pushed this off till Friday, just so you guys know.
They're leaving on Thursday.
Well, they
okay, so what are they? What?
Well, the best friend is great because she's a lesbian, number one, awesome. 2, she is saying, it sounds like nothing happened, and she, like, stopped it. And then she told her friend, hey, your husband is, like, coming on to me.
Oh, so they're married.
Boyfriend.
Or boyfriend, excuse me. Your boyfriend's coming on to me. That is a true friend right there. They didn't go through with the affair to hurt somebody. They're saying, hey, I want no part of this. This is what happened. I'm looking out for my friend. I just want to honor the lesbian friend. I think she's fantastic.
Is she sure it wasn't, like, a misconstrued signal? Is she 100% sure that he tried to sleep with her?
The friend said, tried to put my hand on his stuff.
Oh, okay.
You see?
That seems like
that's a double red flag for 2 reasons. One, the cheating aspect.
Yeah.
2, that doesn't sound super consensual to me.
Right.
To grab someone's hand and place it onto your package.
Especially when she's a lesbian and outed. Like, she does not want any part of a man.
I have a buddy that tries to turn lesbians.
This is a drunk moron.
This is a thing?
Probably somebody
I didn't know
should
this
be
is a
around
thing.
alcohol.
This is a drunk moron, but also like
a creepy one too.
Creepy, and I'm taking from the email that they're still together. My question would be, why are you still with him at this point? Like, it seemed is it just traumatic because you associate the music festival with this experience, and you're not stupid for feeling that way?
Sounds like it.
You shouldn't have. Everything's valid. If don't let this guy ruin a cool experience for you and associate it forever with going to music festivals. It's not the music festival that caused him to behave this way. It's booze and his own creepy brain.
He caused it to be this way. What's the question here?
Is she crazy for feeling this way?
No.
I think really
and
is.
your boyfriend's a scumbag.
Your feelings are valid.
If what is written here is true, that he tried to take the hand of a lesbian to put it on his crotch, that's super
bad.
creepy and weird and bad. This guy's a dick. Get rid of him. Go to the festival with your lesbian friend.
That's what I would do.
Me too.
Okay, that's the advice. Next.
Hey, let's go to food news. Hey, Riz Show, and happy birthday, King Scott. I'm going to a friend's house for some Dungeons and Dragons next weekend, and we decided to do a potluck. Was hoping you all might share some of your favorite potluck-style foods that I can steal or at least take inspiration from. Thanks, Andrew. Sent from my Link Belt 350 excavator.
Okay, so he's going to a Dungeons and Dragons party next week.
Fun.
And he's doing a potluck? Wow, why?
This is so cool.
This will be great.
Dips.
Yep.
Big, giant, 7-layer dip.
Yeah, drown me in some dip, dude.
Can't go over that.
And bring them on the border cafe-style chips.
Yeah, here's what you do. You get the crock pot, you put Velveeta, a can of Rotel.
Rotel dip, please.
Rotel dip, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And don't forget your little Smokies. Those are always a home run.
Hey, you know what has not been popular recently, but is like always a win, is them little rye chip, little rye bread things.
You put the little Rotel dip on there, bake that.
Yeah. It's like a hamburger Rotel thing on top
Corey,
of
what's
it.
that
That in a
called?
long time.
Corey knows. They have
are
it at
delicious.
DB's every
Yeah,
once in a
they're
while.
so freaking good.
Corey,
Yeah.
He's yelling at us. Corey, ride ship.
You
Give
gotta
me
say
the
his
name.
name 3 times.
Yeah, he's right there.
He's Beetlejuice.
Oh, those things. That's a win.
DB's juice, DB's juice, DB's juice.
Might I suggest also on the I think you should bring a savory and a sweet, and I suggest a s'mores dip with the graham crackers. You dip in, it's the marshmallow
Not
and
heard
the
of
chocolate.
this one.
And,
Okay.
it's delicious. And then you get your little, what is it, the creme brulee fire torch, and just pop, pop, pop on top. Delicious.
And bring that spiced Coca-Cola.
If you're looking for something that's super easy that doesn't look easy, I mean, it looks like you actually did something. You take them little Hawaiian potato, the Hawaiian rolls. What are they called?
Sweet
Hawaiian
rolls.
rolls.
Little sweet rolls, right? And you fold a piece of turkey and put that on there, and then either some Colby Jack or cheddar. You leave it like that. You put it on a tray though, on foil. You take that there, and then you say, "Excuse me, can you heat up the oven?" And you put them in the oven for a few minutes to melty.
That's good.
And then it looks like you really did something.
Wow.
It does.
Wow.
And those are great.
Yeah.
Take like 15 cans of Vienna sausages, just loose in a bag.
It's worth it.
Put them in a thermos. Though. You put them in a thermos.
That is good.
No, just loose in a bag. Just put them on the table.
Just put them on the table, and you've technically donated. You can eat whatever you want.
Bag of wings.
Dude,
Nice.
we played in China one time, and the backstage food, they're like, oh, this American band coming. They thought that because I think we had like cheese and cold cuts and like a what do you call it, like a deli tray on the rider, just to keep it simple. No, they had giant green like army looking thermoses of hot dogs sitting in water, thinking like this is what Americans eat. That's
eat
what
all
they
the
gave
time.
me.
They're not
That
wrong.
and bagged chicken talons.
I love a good bagged chicken talon.
And don't be the guy that brings the cut up vegetables.
The veggie
Nobody
tray?
wants those. Nobody wants a veggie tray. Well, it's got ranch dip in the middle. No,
There's a health movement right now in the D&D.
no, there's not. No, there's not.
Buffalo chicken dip, too, just for me, because I love that stuff
That's
so
always
much.
a big hit. My mom's taco dip is good, and it's not the typical bean base.
What do you mean?
Takes equal parts sour cream, and she whips cream cheese and mix them together so that's like the base that kind of holds everything together. Then you do the taco meat. Then you do cheese, green peppers, onions if you can eat them. I can't, so usually half of it doesn't have it on there. Some black olives. And it's nice and pretty. Put some tomatoes on top, chop some tomatoes, and then it's like, and the secret is you could dip like nacho cheese Doritos in there or regular like tavern style chips. And everyone always asks me, who made this? What's the recipe? Anytime I bring it anywhere.
I got some dip on my orcs.
Party pizzas on the ride trip, on the ride trips.
Oh, yes.
They're called party pizzas.
Okay.
Party pizza, yeah.
Hey, listen, even if you go to Costco and get a tub of something and just put it in another bowl and say,
Call it
here's
your
what I
own.
did, and call it your own, you're fine.
And if you want to be the home run, get the Crave case from White Castle.
That's always good, too.
That does sound good.
Everyone
Cool guy.
loves that.
Next.
Lady and gents, heyo.
Hi.
Wanted to ask your guys' opinion on something that happened to me this past weekend. Quick backstory. I travel for work and have stayed in hotels in East Kansas 5 days a week since April. With that being said, one of the job sites was running behind, which forced me to stay the weekend as well. I only pack enough for 5 nights, the 5 nights I'm supposed to be there. So I had a couple loads of laundry one morning after work. I started 2 loads and went to the gym in the meantime to be efficient with my time. I come back from the gym to find one of the washers still running and my wet clothes sitting on top of a dryer. I have no idea who took my clothes out. I was a little pissed off that somebody would take my stuff out and start their own. Is it okay for someone to do that? Am I wrong for being upset with that? I'm not sure what to think about
How long
this.
were you gone?
Yeah, how long?
Love the show. 3.75 out of 5 stars sent from my Rolodex. They were gone. They had 5 days and they had to stay the weekend. So usually they're there Monday.
No. How long was he?
Yeah, the clothes in
How long were the clothes in the
I
washing
guess a workout, maybe maybe over an hour.
Because if it's like 45 minutes on the washer, you need to be there right at 45.
Yeah.
It's fair game
It's fair
in that
game.
situation.
I agree. It
As
is
somebody,
fair game.
as somebody who had to use communal washer and dryer, I'm sorry, brother.
Snooze, you lose on that one.
If the dryer or a washer is done, it's the next person's turn.
Yeah.
And if you're not there to take it out, unfortunately, I mean, it sucks. It sucks thinking about someone taking your wet clothes and just plopping them on some dusty, nasty ass.
Yeah, but would you rather them dry them when maybe you don't want them dried?
But you have to pay for that.
I want them to go through everything.
Oh, I
A, you have to pay for that. B, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, you got to plan out your day better.
It sucks, but it's
If
how
a
it
person
works.
walks into a communal laundry and there's wet clothes sitting there, they have no frame of reference of how long. Like, they don't know if it just stopped. This has been sitting here for 30 minutes. Maybe they did wait. Maybe they're like, I'll wait 5 minutes, and if somebody doesn't show up, then I know I'm clear.
Yeah, maybe you went
I've
skydiving.
done
Who
that.
knows when you're coming
I've
back?
given them a buffer.
A little buffer, yeah.
But who knows when you're coming back?
Yeah.
This is somebody
It
that
could be-
has no context and doesn't know you're in the gym or you'll be back in 5
It
minutes.
could be 3 minutes to 3 hours.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, what's the difference if you don't come back if your clothes sit in a washer wet or if they sit on top of the dryer wet? You're letting them sit there wet for the same amount of time.
Good point.
So it's like they're not really doing anything to you other than putting your clothes on display.
Yeah, it just feels a little weird and violated, or
Sure, I get
violating
that.
the first time. But like,
That's why I'm there when that washer
Yep.
goes off. I'll be in the room.
I'm glad they reached out because this is something I think
Yeah,
a lot of
that's a
people
good
will
one.
probably encounter for the first time and be like, I'm pissed. But
It does feel
that's how it
weird,
works.
but it's one of those where you just know the rules. I lived in an apartment where we had to deal with that, and it's just part of the game.
All right, one more.
Turns to the game, my brother.
Let's jump up to entertainment reviews. Hey, any of you guys watch the show New Monsters, the series on Netflix about the Menendez brothers murder case? I've been wanting to hear you guys talk about it, and since you guys were alive for that, do you remember anything about it when it was happening in real
Everybody is
time?
talking about
Hey,
it.
nice little jab in that email, by the way, since you guys were alive for it.
Since this case intrigues me so much, and I feel so guilty for now being attracted to these boys, but that's one of the cons of dramatizing these things,
Take
I
that out of
guess.
context.
Ha ha. So yeah, I do remember when this all was all going down.
I remember when it
It's
happened.
the biggest story in the country for a while.
Was it Porter? What was the basketball card that had him sitting on the sideline?
Was it Keith Jackson?
Something like that.
It was one of the Knicks.
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
That's one of the craziest cards.
Tito Jackson.
Mark Jackson's basketball card when he was playing for the Knicks. You see the Menendez brothers in the background.
Get out of
sitting
here.
courtside.
Doing this, making
Sitting courtside. No, the crime went down, and so they were convicted in '96. They killed their parents in '89. So they were convicted in '96, and the crime went down in '89.
Was it unsolved for a while?
I just remember when it was in the news.
They were on trial was '93.
Because remember, after it was in the news for a long enough time, inevitably, you got these women that were coming out going like, I hope they get off, because they're so cute. And like, you had a lot of that stuff happening. And that was, I remember, I was like a teenager when I was like, what?
I just remember it being in the periphery.
What a strange phenomenon. You don't remember it being front and center? It was
I do,
on
but I
every
don't remember
2020.
This is crazy.
I was
The
in high school. I
father
had other things going on.
went to SIU, Carbondale.
Wow.
Listen, I was in high school. I had a lot of things going on.
Are you interested in the doc? This person says it's great.
Everybody's saying it's good. I've been reading. They kind of hint around that the brothers were like incestuous.
Get out of here, dude.
I did see that was causing controversy.
Like that was causing controversy. They hint around that the brothers were sleeping with each other.
Just to get more views for the controversy of it?
It's the same guy. Who's the guy that did it? The guy that did this.
Yeah.
Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy. He's one of these. He sensationalizes everything.
Oh, okay. He's the new Michael.
He did the O.J. Simpson show like this as well, which was all about the O.J. case.
Yeah, the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. and
With
David Schwimmer.
He did that one?
Yeah.
Dude, that was actually pretty good.
The People versus O.J. That was good too.
That was good. That was pretty good.
I may watch this.
It's interesting because everything I've seen on it, everything I've seen online is like, did the Menendez brothers doc have to be this sexy? I think that it's very sensationalized. Like the actors are hot.
They're taking advantage of the weirdness that happened in the 90s when there was like a couple people enamored by their looks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it happens every time. It happened with Casey Anthony in the other direction.
Do you remember in Cable Guy there was like a side story of a Menendez brothers type trial
That
going
was on the TV?
That was on the TV.
Wasn't Ben Stiller the bad guy, or wasn't he the?
He
the
was one of
killer?
the brothers.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
That's
it was
hilarious.
over. It was like overblown, but it was like a Menendez.
And when he lands on the satellite dish, the TV gets knocked out. Nobody could see the ending.
That's right,
man.
I'm reading on the Wikipedia page. So the father was alleged for sexual abuse of these kids when they were little.
Yeah.
And that was part of the reason why they killed him.
That's what the brothers said.
Yeah.
Okay, right here it says Ben Stiller's Menendez Brothers parody offered an early critique of true crime obsession.
Yeah, because Ben Stiller directed Cable Guy, and that was this little side thing that was going on as the Jim Carrey, Matthew Broderick story was going on.
Yeah, the secondary story in this was a social commentary about true crime obsession.
Yeah.
So was
I may watch
were
it.
they murdered just for the money, or was it actually because they were?
Well, the brothers said that they were, being molested.
Oh. Okay, I don't know.
But yet, when the parents were dead, the brothers went out and spent all the money. sitting courtside of the Knicks.
Sam Sweet.
Yeah. All right.
They've
listen.
criticized it. That's the thing I've been seeing. The Menendez brothers themselves.
Oh,
even
so you're
though
saying the murderers don't like the doc about them?
But it paints them in a light. The doc actually like paints it in a light of like, hey, this maybe they're not as bad as we think they are because they were victims of this trauma and abuse. But the incestuous stuff is completely fabricated.
Hey,
like,
thanks for the other stuff. We don't like the incestuous stuff.
Especially if they're in prison and everyone's going to watch it there.
The quote from them was that, let's see what they said. They had an incestuous relationship. It shows them in the shower and kissing each other. And they said, creating incest fan fiction of real-life brothers is insane. Almost as insane as murdering your parents.
And the way they did it was so violent, too. All right, we got to take a break. Thanks for the emails. All right, a couple news stories next. And an update on a sports story you had yesterday. Remember the Dan Campbell from the Lions?
Yeah, I have an update on that.
Oh, you do have the update. We'll chop it
I
up
have
next.
an update. Do you have an update? You talking about like who leaked it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got
Wild.
it.
We'll chop it up next. 9:14 Wednesday traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. Left lane blocked due to a crash 270 northbound just after Tesson Ferry Road. Your point forecast, partly to mostly cloudy skies. High of 77. Right now it's 62 at the Point Studio.
Mentalityhealth.com is the website.
You know, I went to Mentality out at the Chesterfield location, and they found something going on with me that was life-threatening, but I was able to find it early thanks to Mentality. Mentality found it. I wasn't even looking for it with my primary care physician. And that was just the initial blood draw, and I was able to change my life. And I found out that I had basically no vitamin D, so I was able to level that out and get my numbers back up. And I was telling you about it, Riz, and I remember when you went out to the Chesterfield location, and you came back after your first week of treatment, just a week, and you said you were sleeping better than you had slept in 10 years.
And I'm not saying I was skeptical, but I'm like, all right, I've heard about the testosterone replacement therapy. Let's see what the big deal is. And guys, if you want to feel like you did 5, 10, 15 years ago, this is the route to go. And maybe you're feeling like, oh, I'm over the hill. My workouts aren't as good. I'm not the same man as I was in the bedroom. I'm getting fat and hard to get rid of areas. Possible symptoms of low T or low vitamins, but you got to get yourself checked out. Go to mentalityhealth.com, make an appointment, and they'll try to work with your insurance too. It's Mentality Health, Chesterfield and South County, mentalityhealth.com. Okay, so let's go over Rafe's bucket list.
Okay.
So these are all the things Rafe would like to achieve.
Please tell me you don't have Dropkick on there.
I do not have Dropkick on there.
How about receive Dropkick?
It's on there now. Might as well. So we've been going over all of our bucket list items over the last couple of weeks. We've done everybody's. We did Lern's yesterday. We did Moon, King Scott, Riz. And now we do a lot of stuff on the show where we punish each other.
Okay.
So we're trying to develop the flip side of that coin where we try to lift each other up, help each other achieve some of our bucket list things, hence the drop kick. Mm-hmm. He's always wanted to do it. We're trying to make it happen. You're playing your part in that, whether he would be a good student or not. That's not on you. So this is my final list. And really appreciate all the emails, everybody trying to help us out. And
if you guys can help us out in any way with any one of these bucket list items, let us know.
Helping you achieve them, not just come up with stuff, right?
No,
helping us achieve.
Okay.
Yeah, helping us achieve. Like, hey, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who has this item that you would need for that challenge, which is great.
Okay.
First one, this is where all this kind of stemmed from. Operation Honeysuckle Rose was to get on Willie's bus and smoke something with him.
Smoke weed with Willie on Willie Nelson's
Willie
bus.
Nelson's tour bus, which we made a pretty good attempt at, but got shut down.
You tried to climb in the back window?
Yes, I tried to carry a ladder. I tried to carry 2 ladders in and with another guy, and they caught me.
Yeah, man. If you want to get into any
locked Willie
backstage
down,
area,
dude.
just carry a ladder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's tried and true.
Nobody's going to stop you if you're carrying a ladder.
That's how I go to the movies.
Exactly.
I did, what was it?
I did Barbenheimer.
I did Barbenheimer, just carrying a ladder back and forth to each
theater. Yeah, nobody ever asked for a ticket.
He did, and he didn't. He watched them simultaneously.
So Willie Nelson's tour bus is called Honeysuckle Rose.
Yes.
Was the bus here in town?
It was here. I was told it wasn't. Then I saw a picture that it was. There was a lot of misinformation going on. Now, to show you how close I've been on his old tour bus with his son Lucas. I've gotten close, and that was the Honeysuckle Rose 2, which was the height of the Highwayman tour. So Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, Chris Christopherson had all autographed the seats. It was a cool bus, but Willie wasn't on it. So technically, I've been on the Honeysuckle Rose, but it was a Willie-less Honeysuckle Rose, which is only half the mission.
So you've done the B show of being on his old bus and doing whippets with his kid.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay.
Paige on the instant feedback wants to know if you have ever blown a testicle out during a match.
I mean, I've blown my ass out a couple of times. Yeah.
Who hasn't?
No, whenever you have a 350-pound man land on you, whatever happens is going to happen now.
Yeah.
But yes. Oh, no. Actually, yes. One time at the very beginning of a match, it was a 6-way match. I got toe kicked. He was supposed to kick me in the gut, and he kicked me right in the beanbag.
Oh, man.
The next 2 minutes were me beating the ever-loving piss out of him.
Yeah.
He learned that day. He learned.
As did I.
My below the belt section is not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
That's right. Testicular torsion hurts. Number 2, Honeysuckle Rose. Write and record country music power anthem and have it played on the radio.
Now
this is important to me.
We do have a country station.
We do.
Here in the building, right next door, WIL.
We do, and I've got some rough draft lyrics for what I think could be a hit.
So, give me an example of like a power anthem that exists already. What is it? Power? I know like Twisted Sister and stuff like that, but that's not country.
Like Friends in Low Places, like Garth Brooks.
Oh, okay,
okay. Garth Brooks, just like a country music sing along summer, maybe fall, maybe winter power anthem.
And we got a couple of musicians in this room who can write, who can write music.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's trying not to make eye contact with me right now, but.
Hey, man.
He wasn't even listening. He's over in his own world.
I'm listening.
He's thinking about the ring.
Chords.
He's thinking about doing backflips on the ring right now.
I'll be honest, I've got a rough draft of a song, a body positivity country music power anthem called Beer Guts and Muffin Tops, and I got to tell you, dude, I think it's got a pretty good hook. I don't want to give too much away because I don't want Nashville stealing it, but I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the lyrics for
Is that
Moon
the
and
name
King
of your
Scott.
Band, Nashville Steel?
Nashville Steel, yeah, that's right, dude. That
sounds cool.
It does.
I think it sounds cool.
What's the name of the song?
Beer Guts and Muffin Tops, and it's all about loving your body, man.
Sounds delicious.
If I had a big cigar.
Sounds delicious.
Lizzo's crushing, right? Despite her recent missteps. And country music doesn't have anybody.
If I had a big cigar right now, I'd go, I smell a hit.
Oh, no.
Yo, you can make plenty of missteps. There's a lot of missteps going on in country right now.
They
Try
don't
that
have
in a
anybody.
small town.
Yeah.
His goal is to become a Nashville star so he can make missteps.
Yes.
Yes. That's the dream. Now we're talking a bucket list, baby. You feel it.
So I would like to write and record a country music power anthem, and let's just say I got a pretty good hook going.
All right, Beer Guts and
Muffin Tops.
I love that name. Deck. My glorious, glorious large deck. I love it. And thanks to Chesterfield Fence and Deck for constructing that new deck on my house. It's new, 2019. But when we bought our house, the existing deck was falling apart, and I tried Band-Aid after Band-Aid, and listen, for the safety of the guests of my house, of my family, need a new deck. So called in the best. Chesterfield Fence and Deck to the Vecca Decking. The strongest deck on the market, no maintenance. The color matches my house perfectly. Beautiful natural cedar deck. Maybe that's what you want. Or if you're looking for a new fence. Or if you're looking for a custom sunroom, screen room, pergola, patio, retaining wall. They'll even do windows. Chesterfield Fence and Deck is a company you could trust with your biggest investment. Your family.
Your chair at least stops.
All products guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty, and they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. And if you mention the Riz Show, you'll get 20% off your next installed outdoor project. It's Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019. My guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious from your perspective because, you know, I mean, I know that the music is so important. And
yesterday during sports, Moon mentioned this story. So Dan Campbell is the head coach of the Detroit Lions, okay? So he had to move his family to a new house, and he's selling his old house after their address was leaked online. Mm-hmm. And now we're kind of getting the full story. Because he was having people show up to his house. People were calling, like, contractors, and, like, contractors would be showing up like, hey, we're here to knock down a wall. And he's like, nah, I didn't call anybody.
Wow.
Yeah, and he would do this when they would lose. And just
so people are, like, pranking him?
Yeah, but, like, harassing him.
Yeah.
Well, now it's coming out, like, the full story of how this address got out online. It was the coach's daughter's classmate.
Oh, no.
Put it out on the internet after the Lions lost in the NFC Championship game last year. So you have more of the story there, Moon?
Oh, yeah. A Snapchat post included Campbell's name and home address alongside the text, "Dumb F trying to go for it," according to the outlets. So this was during the game, I guess, when they were
Well,
losing
there
that
was
game.
Dan Campbell made like what they're calling a controversial, fourth quarter decision to go for a first down instead of going for a game tying field goal.
Yeah.
So the Detroit Lions wind up losing.
Yep.
So this kid puts the address out there on Snapchat.
Yeah. His name, it's a video of the game happening, the name, the address, and all that. Now, police reports obtained by the outlets say the officers said the classmate was watching the game with a group of friends and they were, quote, distraught from the loss and needed to clear their heads, leading to a social media post. According to the news, Holly Campbell spoke with the mother of the classmate who shared the address and said that the classmate's mother, Leslie, said that her son had only reposted another post with the family's address in it and that the post was only up for about 3 minutes, only had 30 views on the post, and believed it was a fake address and quickly removed it after he thought about it. But an investigation showed that the classmate drove to Campbell's house with a group of friends the night of the Lions' loss, parked outside, and yelled obscenities at the home as well.
Right. So, yeah, the mom's like, no, my son would never do. He would never do. He's a good boy. Mm-hmm. He would never do something like that. Come to find out the kid was going to the house, screaming,
right, wreaking havoc,
and hollering. And the coach and the wife were in San Francisco, and the daughter was like, "Hey, there are people here. Mm-hmm. Like there are people at this house." And I know the boyfriend went out to like the top of the driveway and was like flashing his lights to like scare people off. And the coach and the wife were like, "Hey, you guys got to get out of there. You're not safe here."
Right.
So there's nothing criminal about it. It's just a dick move.
Yeah,
and that's
police said that they gathered as much information about the incident, but it was not enough to file criminal charges. So
there's no criminal charges being filed, but that's the full story. This guy had to sell his house.
I had to sell his house.
Because some douchebag high schooler.
I was kind of wondering, I didn't know that whole thing. I was waiting to find out that he was planning on moving anyway, so this is like a way to get the house out there.
Nope, it wasn't.
No. All right, here's a quick sports report. What do you got?
Sports brought to you by 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Smooth, the silky red blend wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. With the score tied and a rally teetering on after 2 outs, Jordan Walker slipped a grounder to left field that regained the lead for the Cards. Then Victor Scott II followed with an RBI single to right, and Mason Wynn doubled down the right field line for 2 more RBIs, doubling his total for the evening. Cards beat the Rockies 7-3 last night. We'll go again at 7:40 tonight from Brewers.
Why cheering anymore? Who cares?
What?
You cheering still? Who cares?
I mean, there's a lot of young guys that are getting
Walker to
time,
be
and they're
incredible.
doing well. So, yeah, it's still cool. Speaking of cheering, the San Diego Padres fans are cheering. They completed a game-ending triple freaking play, clinching a playoff berth and keeping their hopes alive, winning the NL West title after defeating the Dodgers 4-2 on Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium. Incredible victory. The Padres' fifth straight pulled San Diego within 2 games of the division-leading Dodgers with 5 remaining in the regular season. Pretty cool, though, to clinch a playoff berth with a 9th-inning triple play.
Yeah.
Retired NFL quarterback Brett Favre has been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. He told a congressional committee Tuesday. Favre made the disclosure as part of his testimony about a welfare misspending scandal that he's been handling in Mississippi. Favre, who does not face criminal charges right now, has repaid just over $1 million in speaking fees funded by a welfare program in the state. He was also an investor in a biotech company with ties to the case. The biotech firm has said that it was developing concussion treatments. The former football star did tell the committee that he lost his investment in the company, quote, that I believed was developing a breakthrough concussion drug I thought would help others. As I'm sure you'll understand, while it's too late for me, I've recently been diagnosed with Parkinson's. This is also a cause dear to my heart. That's what Favre said. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, Scott.
Yes, sir.
Being that Monday was Redhead Appreciation Day.
Yeah.
After the break, Headline Goo. Yeah,
Oh.
He's going to tell some jokes.
All right. Polo spoke, and it has happened.
Polo spoke?
Oh, yeah, he did.
What do you mean?
On a post last night.
Oh, yeah, you've been putting Headline Goo on the Instagrams.
Oh, okay. And he loves it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Polo.
All right, 9:30. Wednesday, Traffic and Weather, Moon coming out.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Experience the thrill of nitro-fueled racing at the NHRA Midwest Nationals. Come see your favorite drag racers at WWT Raceway from September 27th to the 29th. We still have delays 270 eastbound between Doherty Ferry and 64, average speed about 30 miles an hour. Your point forecast, partly to mostly cloudy skies, high of 77 right now to 64 at the Point Studio.
All right, so I got the gig of the day here today, like no doubt about it. We are here with the guys from the Revivalists and Becca, our grand prize winner. We are here at Music Record Shop, and what we get to do today? Record Shop.
I would just like to point out one of the all-time great record title names by Ween, 12 Golden Country Greats.
Oh, that features the song.
There are 10 songs on this album.
But
In just a little bit, I'll be heading over to Mountaintop Motor Company to swap vehicles, and you guys need to head over to Mountaintop Motor Company if you're looking for your next vehicle, because they will go out of their way to find the right one for you, and plus their lot is filled with absolutely amazing vehicles, everything from vans, sedans, to trucks, to Jeeps, all kinds of vehicles, work trucks, even some RVs. Go over to Mountaintop Motor Company because, again, like I said, they will go out of their way to help you find the right vehicle, and if you want to get a truck, and they have it there in a lot, but man, you wish it had leather seats and you wanted a different grill, you wanted new rims, you wanted these different things. They can actually customize those trucks to your liking and make it absolutely perfect. So when you drive out of the lot there at Mountaintop Motor Company, you got exactly what you wanted. And what I love about them is there's no pressure, easygoing environment over there, so not pushy. These guys are awesome. They're just laid back, easygoing, but they will work their tail off for you. So go to Mountaintop Motor Company, get your next vehicle, and make it an enjoyable experience, and do it the right way. Head over to the pros at Mountaintop Motor Company, is mountaintopmotors.com.
your chair at least stops. Mine just steadily like moves. So I could not be facing you by the time this interview is over. All right, so here we are, Enterprise Center, gigantic sold-out show with 21 pilots tonight. Josh, it's really great to see you again, man.
Yeah, great to see you too.
So first things first, so we did this promotion a little bit earlier where a bunch of our winners asked you guys questions.
Yeah.
And first of all, the questions from the listeners were amazing.
Fantastic.
I mean, they were really great, really well thought out. But also what I really appreciated, man, is that you and Tyler, like, took the time to really answer the questions. Like, it wasn't just like a little like goofball, smart-ass answer and then move on. You guys really took the time, and you could tell that everybody appreciated. I think it just shows the kind of guys that you guys really are. You know what I mean? That you genuinely appreciate these fans, and it's not just a lip service situation.
Yeah, I think, well, that was really cool, that format, by the way. I think we've done a few like that, but it's a little bit less common to kind of have people in a room, people who have invested and actually have really cool questions to ask. And I think over the years of doing interviews, and we've talked to you a bunch, and I think it becomes easier for us to kind of like be able to pick out the legitimacy of where somebody's coming from with asking a question, and then you kind of can begin to choose where you put in, how deep do I want to go with this answer? Or how surface level do I want to go? And I feel like, even you've been always invested and super cool, and have questions that make sense and that I think a lot of people probably want to know. And also being fans of music, when we'll look up interviews of other artists and sometimes interviews of ourselves and think like, hey, was that good? Was that adequate? How did we come off? And you really kind of learn a lot through that. So it was cool. I think, that dynamic earlier was really special.
Well, and one of the things that we learned a little bit earlier was that this interview situation is, and I'm going to say this nicely, probably less than ideal for you. You don't love being the guy getting interviewed. Is that true? Is this, you know what I mean? And it's you and I know that we have interviewed each other a few times. So, but it honestly, sometimes, are you uncomfortable with it? Do you not love doing it?
It's a good question. Here's how I'll answer it. It has nothing to do with the actual process of interviewing. I've kind of grown up and been in and out of anxiety and had just this trouble. I don't like being the center of attention, which makes it sometimes hard to be in a two-person band. And kind of like when I was younger, what got me into the drums is I was like, dude, I can just hide behind this and I don't have to say anything. I don't have to sing or be in the front of the stage. And then that kind of shifted when I started this thing. Right. And but it's a lot of fun for me, and I constantly try to push through whatever struggle there is that I'm having. So if that is like, I don't love sitting and having a camera on me or a microphone in front of my face, it's those type of things that I'm like, okay, well, because I don't like that, why don't I like it? Mm-hmm. And how can I figure out how to get better at it and make it feel more comfortable to me? So it literally is nothing. It's not like, oh, I just don't feel like doing this. It's sometimes it's just like, wow, I don't know if I can do this. But there is like, there's kind of a rush sometimes with facing your fears and
is here, and you can have family and friends over to watch the game, whether it be Saturday college football or Sunday NFL stuff. But let's be honest, things could get messy with all that excitement. People spilling stuff. Oh man, who dropped pizza on the carpet? Guess what? Zero Res can handle all those big cleanups, those quote unquote fumble moments. Anything from pizza spills to dog accidents. They can also clean your air ducts out for more improved air quality. From carpets and rugs to tile and upholstery, Zero Res can clean it all. Right now, you can get your entire home Zero Resified with this incredible deal. Buy 2 rooms of cleaning and get 2 rooms free. It's also the perfect time to get your air ducts cleaned. Take $75 off. Don't settle for DIY. Call the pros at Zero Res. 314-474-2020 or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com and say you want the Res Show special. Spell backward or forward, spell the same at Zero Res.
It's like what
Yeah.
Good to go? All right, we are very, very excited about this one tonight. I have to tell you this, Amy Lee. Amy Lee from Evanescence.
Hi.
Peabody Opera House show tonight. So it was so great when we announced this particular show.
King Scott.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Well, let's go it.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, King Scott, headline goo.
Uber now delivers Olive Garden because everyone knows deliciously authentic Italian food arrives by an underachiever in a Mazda.
It's good food.
Today is National Roadkill Day, and I guess that explains all the dinner bells currently ringing in West Virginia. Convicted killers Lyle and Eric Menendez will participate in an upcoming Netflix documentary, and if their parents were alive, they'd be so proud of them. Nevada was rated the least polite state, and that's surprising. I mean, I hear the women working at the brothels in Nevada will bend over backwards for you. Johnny Depp says his life became a soap opera, although looking at him, I would add, minus the soap. Friends game show is coming to Max.
Bad, dude.
Thank you. Friends game show is coming to Max in honor of the sitcom's 30th anniversary. Ironically, if you're excited about a game show based on Friends, that probably means you don't have any. Michael Douglas turns 80 today. Catherine Zeta-Jones turns 55 today. And she's taking Michael out for a pre-chewed dinner and a movie. Movie theater chains want to lure more customers by adding pickleball courts because everyone knows the only thing better than pickleball is pickleball on a sticky floor. Experts say Taylor Swift encourages body positivity, but the true pioneer in that field remains Sir Mix-a-Lot. And finally, Mark Hamill turns 73 today, and when Mark sits down to eat his birthday cake, Obi-Wan Kenobi will appear and say, "Use the fork, Luke." Hello? Wait, let me turn. It's on? Hello? Guess my mic wasn't.
It's 105.7 The Point. Donnie Fandango backstage, way back Point Fest, Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys doing? It's great to have you.
Woo! Thanks for having us.
Well, and welcome back to St. Louis. I know specifically people were absolutely stoked to see you guys and have you guys back here. And, you know, our buddy Moon is waving that Goldfinger flag when you guys aren't here, man.
Moon rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've known Moon way before Moon.
Thanks, buddy. Our friends over at Together Credit Union just launched a brand new high-yield checking account called Empower Checking. Now, Together Credit Union has everything that covers my family. We have accounts for the teenagers that fit their life perfectly, business accounts for my wife and I that fit our life perfect, and maybe the Empower Checking account fits you perfectly. You can earn above market interest on the money that you keep in your day-to-day checking account. Interest is paid to you each month, and it's a checking account that rewards you for balances and not activity. And they make it so easy to become a member, too. Walk into any of the 14 area locations. That's right, there's 14, so you're close to one right now. They're all across our area. 14 St. Louis branches, and you can work directly with one of their amazing member advocates, or you can even go to the website togethercu.org/empower. You'll get the full terms and details there about the Empower checking account. Membership eligibility is required, but again, anybody can become a member, and it's so easy. Together Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Talk to them. Ask them about that new Empower checking account at Together Credit Union. TogetherCU.org.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree.
Tree.
Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land, you put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, memorial would be like if I died and then you plant this over me. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Riz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground, which
sir.
I've never planted a tree before, so...
Oh, you're going to get your education today.
Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Down the hill, down the hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't just leave it like this, right? We got to put it in the ground?
Yes. We got to put it in the ground. So we're going to need to dig a hole about twice the width of the root ball and just a little bit more shallow than the depth of the root ball.
Do we have a machine? Because I'm into doing things the easy way. Listen,
What's going on your roof? You have no idea. You don't know what's up there. You've never been up there. Did you have any roof damage? And maybe your insurance company paid you out, but you just need a roofer that's going to give you a good estimate? Call the Happy Roof Company. Do you need help with insurance paperwork on your damaged roof? The Happy Roof Company can help you out. Did all your neighbors get new roofs except for you? Maybe your insurance claim got denied? Call the Happy Roof Company. They work well with the insurance companies. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, or your roof is ugly, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. They do residential roofing. They do commercial roofing. Roofing, siding, gutters, financing is available. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, and they are not storm chasers. 100% of the market is in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. Give the Happy Roof Company a call. 314-665-3001. 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com. Happy Roof Company. They put the happy in happy endings.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers Mead tent, joined by a few of the members of Papa Roach. How's it going, guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to be here. Point Fest again.
Yes, and I know you're a Point Fest veteran. This is my first one.
Oh, really?
And the guys were telling me, he's like, you know what? Jacoby one time came over here, took his pants off into the whole interview in his underwear.
Damn, I don't
So
even
you are a
remember that.
bit overdressed.
Damn. It's part of my.
Are we gonna roll the clip?
Dude, I gotta see this. I totally forgot that.
Apparently, it happened.
I know. I do look good with my pants off, though. But yeah,
that would push ticket sales for tonight.
Totally.
We're so excited that you guys are here. You got Ego Trip.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out. It's incredible. And we were just talking off the interview that I'm from Maine. A lot of snow in Maine, and I gotta say, Swerve is my snowstorm driving jam. Crank it up, and when it's coming down and people are driving all over the road, the perfect song.
That's perfect for real. I just imagine seeing all these cars just like
that's exactly how it
careening
goes.
off into the ditch.
Yep. Now,
Yeah.
you guys just released a music video for No Apologies. One steady shot. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was we've been doing it for a little while, and it was great for the tour. We did it pretty much every day, but we picked the best one, and it was like it just the crowd came alive, and it just made for a great show. And
I think we'll do it again tonight.
Do it up.
I mean, we've been doing it every night. We're like, hey, one take music video, let's go.
Yeah,
it's so good, and your brother does it.
Yes, he does all of our content. And it's fun having him on the road. He's not here with us today. It was just like we got 2 shows, so we're playing here.
Give him
and then
a day off. He's family, right?
Yes. He actually works both for us and the Struts that are here today.
That's incredible.
Oh, Luke. The bold, dashing Luke. I think
Okay,
he's
so
awesome.
when's the Papa Roach Struts collab?
I mean, you never know.
I
Maybe
mean,
next album.
See? You heard it here first. It's happening. Now, speaking of collaborations, one of the biggest songs, what was it, last year, 2 years ago, you teamed up with The Who, the HU, the Mongolian throat singing band. And out of all the shows I've been to this year, they were so fun. What was it like to work with them?
Oh, it was great. When I first pulled up on the guys, we met each other. I didn't actually meet him before we did the song. I met him after I recorded the song, and I met him on set.
Sports fans, this is your official call to action for the best game day Sundays all season long. Head down to Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, where the action is nonstop, the drinks are icy cold, and the deals are hotter than a pregame tailgate. Whether you're cheering for your own team or catching all the best matchups, Hot Shots has everything you need to make your Sundays a celebration.
So this month, kick things off with unbeatable specials. Grab a domestic bucket for just $15 or upgrade to a premium for $18 plus. Quench your thirst with $3 Bud Light pints and score some delicious $5 machos on the side. And the good times keep rolling through November. Enjoy Crown Royal favorites like the Big Chief Tea, Crown Appleberry, and Casey Crown for just $6 a cocktail or shot.
With plenty of big screens to catch every play, an electric atmosphere to keep the energy high, and food and drink specials that'll make your wallet happy, Hot Shots is the only place to be for game day Sunday. So gather your crew, celebrate with amazing deals, and watch every touchdown in style at Hot Shots. Join them every Sunday for an epic dose of sports, food, drinks so good you'll be ready to cheer all season long. Visit hotshotsnet.com for more info. See you there, sports fans. More info at hotshotsnet.com.
So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants, over 9,000 elderberry plants on this field right now. So let me take you up there. Let me show you what it's all about. So instead of buying elderberries from somebody else, we thought, let's just grow the elderberries ourselves. No big deal. So here we are up here on the big field. It's about 5+ acres of elderberries. As I said, 70 rows, over 9,000 plants. So the rows start over here and go all the way down. So last October, all these plants were put in. Now, right now, they look like little sticks. But come late July, come August, these sticks will be about yay high, full of elderberries. So there are a bunch of different varieties of elderberry in the field here. This is called a Pocahontas. So this will eventually be here, maybe even higher. So come July, August, we'll need tiny hands to come pick these elderberries, put them in buckets for processing. But for the time being, we need to mulch every single row. Every single row. The mulch is going to go onto the rows to prevent weeds from sprouting up and killing the elderberry plants. So yeah, that's the next big thing. Mulching.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again, but slower.
Backstage at Point Fest
At Point
with my
Fest.
dude, grandson.
Woo! How long has it been since the last Point Fest?
Oh, 2 years almost, probably. A
We
year
are
and a half, for sure.
backstage
and doing it.
at Point Fest, and we're doing it.
And
We're
it's
doing it.
beautiful.
Come rain or come shine.
All right, here, I got a first question to ask of you.
What's up?
All right.
Whoa!
I'm here for an interview with grandson. I have an interview with grandson today.
I thought that I got this one. I thought this was my interview with grandson because I thought that you had gotten to interview him before, and I had never gotten the chance to interview him.
My grandson.
You guys had 2 years to figure this out.
We sure
still
did,
haven't-
yeah, and we didn't.
It's as if you have a grandson tattooed.
Oh, can we get that? Can we get that zoomed? Look at that. Now that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting at your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question: when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I
That's
don't
the
have any
question.
tattoos at all.
I
man.
see.
So
We'll have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos.
The Fed just lowered interest rates. First time in a long time. First time in years. So what does this mean to you? This means you should call Kevin Putney if you are overpaying for your home. Refinance your home, guys. Lower your monthly payments. It blows my mind how you could, with what's going on right now, how you could not just pick up the phone and have Kevin Putney at least work out the numbers for you. Maybe you could save a little money every month. Maybe you could save a lot of money every month. Or maybe you could take your 30 or down to a 15 and pay off your house early. These are all possibilities now. And Kevin Putney's the guy to do it for you. Or if you're looking to buy your dream home finally, more affordable financing, have Kevin Putney work everything out for you. Give him a call, 314-862-0123. He's the guy I will go to my grave recommending. 314-862-0123, online at 123mortgage.com. Kevin Putney, equalizing opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029, NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
Announce the Riz Olympics.
The Riz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this show. The flip coin is we got a lot of stuff we can help each other accomplish, too.
Yeah, let's lift each other up,
achieve
guys.
our dreams. Let's lift each
Come
other
on,
up
guys.
and then break each other down.
Yes.
That is how.
That's the Riz Show way.
That's the dynamic we're looking for. So we went over some of Riz's bucket list items, and some of Moon's bucket list items, and people have emailed in. There's sponsors emailing in. There are fans emailing in. They're going to help us achieve our dreams. So it's become a community effort. So let's see if we can get King Scott some help in some of his. Number one on King Scott's bucket list, I need some explaining here, or maybe not. It says mysterious road trip, LOL.
Yeah, this one it's a big deal, and it involves numerous countries. And so, I mean, it's the dream of dreams that I've had for ages, and I want to document this whole thing. So I need to team up with someone like Jeremy from Cool Fire or something like that and talk with him, because it's a big undertaking.
Okay. I don't understand what it is.
I like that you explained it, kept it just as vague
Yes.
through the explanation.
I'll be driving
where are we
through
going?
numerous countries. That's all I can say.
All right.
And all over the world. It'll start in North America, and then
would counties be okay instead of countries? Because we could
I could do a practice run. Yes,
Like
I would
we
love
could
to.
maybe go from St. Louis County to Franklin County.
We could put a bag
Sounds
over your
good.
head so it's kind of a mystery, like where are you in Missouri?
Yeah, but no, I could start. Yeah, throw me wherever, and
then you have to walk. Like here's what we do: we put you in the back of the car with a bag over your head, and then we drive you to some mysterious field, and then we dump you there, and then you have to just find your way back here.
Yeah,
That'd be
you
easy.
get to have a pocket knife. You have a pocket knife and a ball of twine on you. That's
All
it.
right.
Fancy. In case they come across a mountain lion.
Let's not get off the subject here.
Yeah,
Mysterious
so,
road
I'll
trip. We
do-
need
Mysterious
more
road trip.
details.
I don't know how anyone can help with that. It sounds like it's going to be a multi-country amazing race
That's
thing.
the big one. So we
That's
could
the
do
big
this small version. So I could do easily the Missouri
road trip.
run. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get back to you on specifics with that Missouri road trip.
Okay.
This, more specific, police horse ride-along.
Yeah.
It's health. I'm telling you what, if you have not followed my lead by, telling you to go on to victorymenshealth.com and take a look at their services, what are you doing? Do you care about your health? Maybe today you do. I think it's day to day we start thinking about our mortality and how much we want to live and how vivacious we want our lives to be. And maybe today you're having a good day and you're thinking, yes, Lern's right. I need to get online, victorymenshealth.com. There's been things going on hormonally or, sexual things going on that I'm confused about. Or maybe, your vitamins and minerals are really low because your diet is awful. Your nutrition has just been through the roof. You just have not been able to take care of yourself in this way because you're working so hard and it's just not your priority. It's time to start prioritizing yourself and your health. And with the help of Victory Men's Health, you're going to be able to do this easily. Okay? VictoryMen'sHealth.com. That's where you can go. 4 locations, Sunset Hills. That's the new one. O'Fallon, Illinois, O'Fallon, Missouri, and Town and Country. Let them know you heard about it on The Point.
Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone.
Oh.
Bert.
Hopefully
That's the guy who's supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Bert Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
You know, it's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn
it. My daughters and I saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time. And I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to like text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on. You don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. They're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, you know he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does, like, big shows. I'm like, oh, my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely.
Really? So, I mean, you have a lot of very famous friends, and they're not impressed?
Well, first of all, my daughter's not a friend. My oldest daughter's not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's. She's a little woke. And so our sensibility, what makes us giggle, offends my oldest daughter.
Oh, no.
My youngest daughter's clueless. She doesn't, it just, yeah, they have no clue at all. By the way, they're just, maybe you don't want your kids to think you're cool. I don't know. I thought my dad was a badass, but they think I'm an idiot.
But they know their dad has a cool job. They know, their dad is a comedian, doesn't go to an office, every day.
Well, you know what they know is that the boys that go to school that are the bros, the meatheads, the morons, the chest thumpers are all huge fans of their dad, and they're like, roll their eyes. The boys that are probably going to end up being problematic are all fans of their dad and all his friends. They said to my daughter Isla, you know Joey Diaz? And Isla's like, Uncle Joey? And they go, yeah, Uncle Joey. But Isla calls him Uncle Joey because he is her uncle. And they're like, that's so epic. Does he slide? And it's like, I got dosed by Ari Shaffir in my backyard with ecstasy one time.
I heard that story, yeah.
These boys think it's awesome, and my daughters are like, yeah, he almost killed my dad. Like,
it's funny.
It's a slippery slope, gentlemen.
No, I got it. Are you afraid of your daughters Googling you? And I'm sure they have.
Oh, they've definitely Googled me. I remember the first time some kid in the library pulled up my machine story. They were really young, so they were still sharing a room back then. And I went in to put him to bed, and my oldest daughter goes, hey, Dad, some kids at school said you robbed a train. And I was like, well, it's a long story. And they're like, you didn't rob a train, right? And I was like, no, I actually did rob a train. And they're like, but bad guys made you do it, right? And I was like, well, kind of. And my wife's like, just tell them the story. So I get a glass of wine, and I sit down, and I was like, all right, when I was 22, I got involved with the Russian mafia. And they're like, what? And I tell them the story, right? I get to the very end, and I was like, I get off the train, I'm walking to my class. The cop is standing in front of the class I just robbed. Next to the gangster I robbed them with, Isla, my youngest, goes, stop! I can't know anymore. Do you get away with it? And I'm like, you moron. I'm sitting right here.
Got to the end. Do you get away with it?
And by the way, so that's good. You're confident. You feel great. It's good for your mental health. It's their mission at Parkhurst Plastic Surgery, right off the street here on New Balance and Creve Coeur. They provide the highest level of care to help you get to your cosmetic goals with natural-looking results. It's their focus to build your confidence. They want you to look and feel like you at your best. And at Parkhurst, they're not your cookie-cutter provider where all the patients leave with the same results. What they'll do is they'll cater their treatments, procedures, and surgeries to each individual and make sure everyone leaves happy with that major confidence boost. That's the best part of what they do there. If you're looking for the mommy makeover, if you're looking for laser hair removal, or if you're looking to just minimize fat in hard-to-target areas, they got you covered. Everything from injectable lipo-dissolve to smart lipo to cool sculpting elite to even your traditional liposuction. They do it all at Parkhurst. If you're looking for a facelift or a tummy tuck, whatever, at least book yourself a consultation. ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com. ParkcrestPlasticSurgery.com. I'm seeing your bucket list here in front of me, Lern, and some of these are definitely achievable.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not sure about.
Yeah, some of them.
Folks, we got to end the fun here. Sorry. We'll be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock.
Hello.
Hello. That's how the show started. Hello.
And you know what? We brought the energy anyway.
I forgot about that.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
It was like the Rocky Horror Picture Show when the dude answers the door.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
All right. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Moon, what's today's podcast title?
Well, it's something that we also learned about you, Riz, and it's when you said these words. I love truck nuts.
I do. I'm an enthusiast.
This is a pro truck nuts show.
We are. And we always will be.
That's right.
Hang away, fellas. All right, Moon, what else?
Oh, man. I'm very excited for Saturday. We're returning to the Eureka Days, big festival, carnival, rides, food. Incredible food last time, actually. We were really enjoying the food there. My family is coming down to enjoy it because the Teenage Dirtbags are playing again. 6 to 10. We'll close out the evening with an Alabama Dirtbag set. I will see you Saturday night.
All right.
I'm going to plan the rest of everybody's week. Thursday, tomorrow, 6:30 to 8:30, come out to Helen's to hang out with Jamie Rivers and I. Friday, go to the Foundry for the Maze Place Night Market. It's going to be incredible. Saturday, go see Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye at Helium. And then on Sunday, come see my band Lane Narrows at Copper Fire in Belleville from 2 to 5. Back to you.
My wife's going to see Billy Joel on a Friday night.
Oh, yeah. I hope it doesn't get rained out.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Come to the Foundry.
No, I'm going to watch
go.
Dune with my buddy Doug.
Listen, bring Doug. We'll go to the Foundry. We'll get some cool vintage, and then we'll go to None of the Above, Gerard Craft's Speakeasy.
What's at the Foundry?
Maze Place Night Market.
What is
so
that?
It's vintage. It's all these local vendors get together, and it's an evening market, which is cool. What?
Those are
It's
awesome.
Is there a lot of
amazing.
crafts?
No, it's not crafts. It's like cool stuff that you want to buy. Like they got body soaps. They got vintage, cool ass Maze Places at the Foundry. It's one of my
My buddy
favorite
Doug, I
vintage
go to his
shops.
house out in Owensville and shoot tannerite. You think he's going to...
You got to tell him that there's truck nuts
There's
there.
they do.
Vintage
They'll take
truck
a mold
nuts.
of your nuts and they'll make you custom
And we're
truck
going
nuts.
to go buy soap at the Foundry.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to get you on my level. Pretty Woman and Foundry soap.
I go-
It's happening.
You don't think I'm a farmer's market
right?
guy?
What?
I'm a farmer's market guy.
I know.
I got to get out of here.
There's other stuff besides soap, right?
Yeah, there's everything that you want.
Clothes,
Great food.
vintage clothes, right?
Yeah,
Candles.
there's vintage friend.
Lube,
What else
lotion.
do you people
You went
want?
from yelling, I love truck nuts, to you don't think I'm a farmer's market guy?
Okay.
In the same episode.
Rafe.
Hey, we all contain
What the
multitudes.
hell is happening?
We all do
I got.
Of
I mean,
many-
your weekend
many
just
facets.
got planned. There's nothing I could possibly squeeze into that for you. So just in honor of National Redhead Bisexual Day this week, follow King Scott on Venmo. Donate $1 to King Scott's kids, and yeah, just do
Okay.
that.
Scott?
Yeah, by golly, come out Saturday to the Cobb Factory because I'll be out there from 7 to 9. And it's going to be a real good, if you want to get scared, head on over there. It's going to be fun.
Okay. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shots from St. Charles, Rob Quest. Is that Rob?
Yeah, Rob.
And Rob wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Done an